We may have tweaked the Supernova list a little bit. The 11 best picks in fantasy football used to be the 8. But you know, your boy can't help but adding to a list of monsters whenever I'm sending people to space. I build a shuttle for 4, we send 8. I build a shuttle for 8, we send 11. Always have a backup plan. I don't think anybody's going to complain that we're adding more players to the Moon Man list, the Mars Man list, the Saturn Man list, the Jupiter list, whenever we're going through the gauntlet of
to Jupiter,
glory,
to Saturn, to the moon.
So here we are talking about the Supernovas. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, the additions to the Supernova list. I give you the unveiling of the Supernova list 2025. Pretty much the locked in 11 best picks, excluding the guys that were on the list last year that smashed. JD5, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane, all of the monsters that landed. Those are the graduates. Those are the generals. Those are excluded from the Supernova list. So if you're wondering where Bijan is, where Achane is, where JD5 is, that's why they're not on the list. I give you the 2025 locked in Supernovas, which are the best of the Moon Men, Mars Men, Saturn Men. It's like the all-star team minus those that we executed upon correctly last year. Here they are, the 11 Supernovas that you've been waiting for. Let's roll.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon Men, but only 8 can be Supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 Supernovas. They are the 8 Supernovas. The hateful 8 Supernovas.
The graduates, look at them,
I'm looking at the 8 Supernovas.
Actually, you're looking at the 11.
Supernovas.
I give you
Magnificent 11.
the new 3, the 11.
The 11.
Mission 41D, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Do it live, 11. Do your worst.
FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
What a good-looking group of 11 astronauts. Most of them already on their way. I lied to you. They're all already in space. We're not launching them tonight. They're already underway. Most of them already colonizing on Jupiter and Saturn. But what a good group of 3 that we added. Rice, let me put him on screen here. Rashee Rice going to Jupiter. No matter how many games he misses, he looks so fantastic. Mahomes looks exactly as advertised. This is what we should have got last year. And sometimes someone kicks you in the sack, and you got to be able to stand back up and march on. And people saying, you're just doubling down on last year. Last year, he would have done it. He had his whole room go down. Imagine if Burrow lost Jamar Chase. Imagine if any receiver, JJ goes down in his offense, or anybody, if any receiver goes down, how are you expecting the quarterback to play the same? Rashee Rice is going to the mother freaking moon, and he's not getting a 10-game suspension like everybody said. Remember when that report from, I think it was Palacero from ESPN said it's 10 games recommended by the league. That's what they wanted, 10 games. And I said, this smells funny. I told you not to listen to that report. That it ended up being, according to Shefty, 8-game recommended in the NFLPA and the CBA, really. The NFLPA said, no, we're not doing 8, you bozos. The CBA requires a maximum, a 6-game maximum. So to recommend 8 was like asking someone to pay $100 for a $50 product. So 6 is not likely because they said, we'll see you at the hearing. Now, I do believe that the team has an interest in the Rice camp has an interest in trying to settle this before the hearing, because the hearing could result in a 6 game. So if Goodell, the league, says, okay, let's just meet at 4. If 6 is the maximum, it is a first-time offender. It is, no alcohol deemed to be involved, no matter what people predicted or speculate with them running off the freeway. Doesn't matter. 4 games. Rice is going to the moon on 4 games. Rice is still going to have 1,000 yards receiving, even missed with the missed time. 1,000 yards, 10 TDs, and probably 80 receptions, even with missed games. If he doesn't miss any games, he's dropping 1,350 to 1,400 receiving yards. He's catching 110 footballs, and he's going to have 13 to 15 touchdowns if he doesn't miss a single game. That's what Rice is going to do on a 17-game extrapolated type of number. So if he misses 3 games, then subtract that out. If he misses 4 games, subtract that out. Even if he misses 4 games, he grabs 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 80 receptions. This is his pace right here. Now, Mahomes missing 3-4 games of Rice isn't going to hold him back. He's going to have his weapon the entire season. Worthy came into his own. Worthy's going to fill in just nicely, but I think what we're starting to feel, even though we love Worthy, if we're on the clock in round 5 and both Worthy and Rice were there, you almost have to consider Rice the better option, even with the missed games, because of what you could maybe supplement. If you can still get an Egbuka, a Debo to fill in, if you can still get a player like that to fill in, at the end of the day, Rice plus that fill-in players 3 or 4 or 5 played games in that sum total of 17 plays will be wide receiver 5, 6, 7. That's how good Rice is. Rice is going to explode and win leagues in 2025, whether he misses games or not. Mahomes is dropping a 40-plus touchdown TD season. He's going to throw for over 4,000 yards. And he's probably going to, I will just say this is 40 TDs total, because some of you will get your panties in a bunch if I start throwing out numbers like 200 or 2 to 3, 4 touchdowns, whatever. And let's say 100 and 200, whatever amount of yards he's going to run for. Let's just say 4,000, 40, that's what we're looking at. That is a win a league top 5 QB season, and Mahomes only knows how to live inside the top 4 quarterbacks when all things are going right with his team. He's been a top 4 quarterback more times than he has not been a top 4 quarterback, which is astounding when all you hear on Mahomes is hatred, and he's not that guy anymore. 1, 3, 4, 1. The guy's only been outside the top 4 3 times since 2018 when he exploded onto the scene. There's this preseason game that he just looked like a marvel throwing a laser. Let's hit these super chats real quickly, and then we'll get into the thick of everything. I've got a $20 hauler here, $59 hauler, $59 hauler from Snoopy coming in strong.
Give me $50 hauler. Get better.
I mean, come on, my boy. I love it. I appreciate you. And then we had a super chat at the beginning. Let me make sure this is on the screen. The super chat from the beginning was from J1. Okay, yeah, I do have that, Jay. It didn't get, lost in the pre-launching of it. We got a $20 hauler here from Carmine. We got a $20 hauler here from Thomas. $20 haulers get immediate attention, as does a 50 wad. Snoopy, let's handle this 50 first, if you don't mind. And let me swing over to the high roller room, which is what I think we're going to start calling the $20 and $50 super chats. Go to the high roller screen. Snoopy dropping fire says, I owe you, Smitty. You are the GOAT. Thank you for all the content team this year is May Lamb, MHJ Buka, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, JCM, Mason. Tight end is Hunter Henry. Love you, chat. Snoopy, appreciate you, my boy. Snoopy to the motherfucking moon.
Let him cook.
All right, Snoop, let's get this underway here. Love the team. May could surprise Lamb and MHJ and Egbuka, Bucky, Hampton, Hendy. You've got everything you need right here to not only march into week 1, but you probably, my friend, have something along the lines of some powerhouse trade components that just need a little time to simmer on the oven. I don't think trading away Mason, although you could try and see what the market value is, but Mason, trading away a player like JCM while he's just on the incline, I think I only entertain it. So maybe you poke around, maybe you just say, hey, JCM's available, and you see what happens. And if nobody wants him at the right price, then bro, you just wait, let it simmer, let it bake, and you'll have a lot of growth potential to upgrade. As far as upgrades, I'd say like May. I like upgrading May if this is my team. Hunter Henry's not a bad player to upgrade as well. See if you can do some sort of Kyle Pitts trade for something really cheap, like Fab Dollars or something else not listed on the bench. Not moving Lamb, not moving MHJ until he gains value, and even then I might keep him. Egbuka, don't even consider trading him. His value is only going to go up. He's going to be worth like a second-round pick in hindsight. Watch how good he does. Bucky, Hampton, Hendy, you're fire. It's waiting. It's fantastic. You did a good job. You followed the blueprint, bro, and you dropped fire on your league. And I bet you your league's not even fully impressed about what you did. They don't even know what's going on. They don't know what you're about to do to them in 2025. Thank you, Snoop, for dropping the amazing $50 holiday. My boy, Blue. You're my boy, Snoop. All right, let's head back to the high roller room here. What's up, Smitty? Apologies for not being around recently. That's okay. You know how you make up for that as a 20 motherfreaking super chat. I'm not complaining, my boy. I'm not complaining at all. Wanted to share my recent success with you. I'm now fully certified air traffic controller. Getting married in 2 weeks. Should be around more often. I hope you are. This sounds like a lot of commitments that I don't know if I'm all that happy about, to be honest. A little selfish over this, Thomas. Your air traffic controller, married. These are 2 recipes for maybe you vanishing a little too often, but we're proud of you still. You stay coming around here, but everybody wish him. Drop a plane emoji in the live chat for our boy as he keeps the skies safe and clear. Thomas, thank you. Appreciate you. Carmine dropping a 20 watt. Carmine.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Carmine, appreciate you, my boy. Let's see here. Just finished my $100 league, 12-man PPR, 1.8 spot. Team is Daniels, Caleb Williams. There we go. Caleb Williams, CMC, Genty, Scattaboo. You know, I'm not a huge CMC fan. Adams, Rice, J-Mo, Tet McMillan. If this is me, I'm trying to trade Tet McMillan and CMC for a two-player package that I just like better. Meaning you go to a Genty owner, or I'm sorry, you got Genty. You go to a Chase Brown owner, a Kyron owner, or a potential Hendy owner, a Hampton owner, and you see what wide receiver they'll upgrade for your quote-unquote downgrade from CMC to said running back. So that's the first move I make. Other than that, I like the team. I just don't trust CMC. If you do, don't listen to me, bro. Trust your gut. Is there a world where CMC stays healthy all year? There certainly is a world. I just don't know that we are actually living in that world. So for me, that's what I would do. And if you do the right 2-for-2, you might upgrade your entire roster. You might upgrade CMC because of the way I feel this could go. And you'd upgrade Tet McMillan, who I don't hate at all. But that's probably where I go with this situation if it was me. Appreciate you dropping those super wads. And let's get back real quickly before I get the rest of the super chats out of the way. And I thank you all for dropping those $20 holders. They get immediate attention. We got another one real quick. RSTS, appreciate you dropping the 20 wad. You're getting immediate attention, young man. That's what happens when you drop a $20 hauler. You interrupt, you get right, move right to the front of the line. This guy's team, JD5, Henry, Saquon, Kamara, McLaurin, MHJ, Kelsey, benches, May, Bill, Debo, Devontae Smith, you got to package some of this and get something. I mean, you got a lot of talent here, and you know I'm not against Henry at the right price. I'm not against Saquon at the right price. And the fact is, you have such a deep team that you got him at the right price. I'd almost say instead of telling you to go package things now, I would probably say Devontae Smith, I move, or Debo, but I think Debo is going to gain more value. I would probably say you let all these other pieces kind of marinate on the bench because they're all Sampson, Brashard Smith, Tootin, Tank Bigsby, Benson. These are all Ray Davis, all league winners if they get into their lineups, but they're not valuable now to anybody buying. But I would probably say if I'm looking at this squad and I'm trying to do anything now, it would be Devontae Smith and maybe McLaurin, Devontae Smith and Kamara, Devontae Smith and MHJ, trying to get that player. Genty. Kamara and Devontae Smith could get Genty. Kamara and Devontae Smith could get Lamb. Kamara and Devontae Smith could get BTJ's kind of like, maybe the lowest part you want to go because you can get players higher than that. St. Brown, Bucky Irving. Those are the ideas I have, and I do that right now. Debo or Devontae Smith with Kamara right now or with McLaurin right now. And because you're so deep, Henry and Saquon, there's nothing wrong with that. Would I do the same thing, though, if an offer came up to where I could say, hey, give me Hendy and a major upgrade from, let's say, Devontae Smith. He'll give you Hendy and you get this BTJ type player, then hell yeah, I'm doing that trade. So you could look at that angle as well. But that's kind of where my mind's at with that team. That's a great squad. Real quickly on Egbuka. So we talked about Mahomes. We talked about Rice added to the Supernova list. So I'll hit the Supernova button one more time for those that are late. We added 3 Supernovas to the building, to the board, to the Supernova board. So we'll play that in 1 second. As far as Egbuka goes, I truly think, and everybody's getting on this train right now, it's so hilarious to watch people scrambling to act like they're bold on Egbuka now. They saw it coming. This has been your boy's number 2 wide receiver without a hesitation since January. Not one time did I waver. Not one time did I falter. He's been on the Mars man list.
He's on a shuttle to Mars.
And now everybody loves him. He's so great. He's going so much higher. Well, guess what? You're a little late to the party. We not only conduct the train, we built the train from the ground up, and you're on our train. You're getting us coffee. You're doing what we say because this is our little creation right here. Egbuka is going to play so good as a mother freaking rookie when he drops his 90-plus receptions for maybe 1,200 yards potentially, 1,100 at the worst, and 10 to 12 touchdowns, probably floor numbers for the TDs. 90-plus floor numbers for touchdowns, 1,100 to 1,200, could be even more. Rookie of the year candidate for sure. This guy is going to be, in hindsight, worth a top 10 wide receiver pick and worth a probably late second round or second round pick. That's how good this kid could be. I've said it from the beginning. I got people would roll their eyes at me. They balk at me. They'd laugh in the chat when I said that this guy looks and moves like Malik Neighbors. He's smooth and fluid. No one's saying he's better. Not saying he isn't. Certainly not saying either one. I'm just telling you that when I watch him play, the eye test says this kid is a Malik Neighbors in terms of his movements and executions and being the technician that he is. Put me on the Hendy video, he says. Snoopy wants on the Hendy video, and he wants it now with another $50 hauler.
Taking it to the house every time he touches the football, baby. Taking it to the house every time he touches the football,
House call Hendy. I give you the 11 Supernovas, the best picks in fantasy football 2025, the collective of all the Marsmen, Moonmen, Saturnmen, Jupiter men, all consolidated into the best 11 of those groups, excluding the winners from last year, the graduates, the generals. You'll see in the video what I'm talking about. We have pulled Bijan and Gibbs and JD5 out from contention, even though they are all on Moonmen, Marsmen, Saturn, Jupiter lists. But we're taking the best 11 that exclude the winners and that we executed upon last year. I give you the Supernovas locked in for 2025. Do it live.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon men, but only 8 can be Supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 Supernovas. They are the 8 Supernovas. The hateful 8 Supernovas. I'm looking at the 8 Supernovas.
Actually, you're looking at the 11.
Supernovas.
Here they are.
Magnificent.
I give you the new 3. Rice, Mahomes, Egbuka. Doing it live.
The 11.
The 11.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Beautiful, beautiful list of astronauts. Look at those guys. Look at those Novas. Doing it live. Doing it live in space. What a group. What a marvelous group of Supernovas. Egbuka in the Supernova group, and this is not new. He's been a Marsman all
He's on a shuttle to
offseason,
Mars.
but Novas again
Mars.
are isolating, minus the graduates, minus the generals, minus the Chiron, the HN, the Gibbs, the Bijan, the freaking JD5 calls that we smashed. Taking those graduates out, who are the best picks out of all the Moonmen, Marsmen, Spacemen boards. Those are the guys, the Smitty's guys, if you will. Let's go through these super chats. We'll open phone lines a little bit later after that. Let me just smash through the super chats, and then we'll go from there. We've got, let me see if I can get all these put up. The first super chat of the evening was from I gotta fix the text here whenever I mess with putting somebody on a board somewhere. I gotta come in and redo the color of the super chat name. Okay. J1, appreciate you, my guy. First draft, first pick, 3H associates, no Hunter, Sharp, Sampson. No Hunter, Sharp, Sampson, Chase, Buka, Bryant, Nix, Penix, Otten, 85% Smitty solar system. I like it, bro. You're confusing me with the 3H no. Okay, associates. Okay, so Hunter, Sharps, Sampson, Chase, Egbuka, Debo, Pearsall, Mims, Tesla, Bryant, Nix, Penix. Who are the other running backs you got? You got Hunter, Sharps. Where are your other running backs? Egbuka, Pearsall, Mims. You might be missing somebody. J1, I like some of these players, no doubt, but where are the running backs? I don't know where your starters are. My boy James with $10 super chat. Just finished my 10-team draft. PPR, Nick, CD, Rice, Chase Brown, Hendy, Bowers, Ridley, Tet, Buka, Pearsall, Merritt, Sharps, Scat. Any moves? Probably say I'm looking at moving. I'm always trying to move Tet, just because, not because I don't love him, because his value is so high. And there's something good about that. Even if you end up trading him and he does good, you can cheer for him because what he got you in return was a wash, no matter what. But he's going in the 3-4 round turn on underdog. He's going in like the 4-5 turn on in non-best ball sometimes. And if you're in a grandma league or an ESPN draft where he went like round 7, then you're not in this conversation. Then Ted's a league winner in 6-7. But just kind of look at this situation and try and figure out, like, can you trade JCM and Tet right now for something really significant? If not, you're waiting for Tet to gain some value. Even you're waiting for JCM to gain some value. He sat and didn't play the last game because he's deemed a starter, which is fantastic. Sharbs, will gain value. Scat will gain value. No move yet. No move yet, my boy, other than, you know, if Ridley pops off, even though I don't mind keeping Ridley because he'll do well. Ridley, Tet with maybe Merritt, and I don't even want to trade Merritt necessarily, but if that could get you a bigger upgrade, that's really the only move. The team's fantastic. You're ready to rumble. Traded Harvey and Myers for Devontae Smith, Ingram, and Sharps. I would not have done that. Why would you trade Harvey, Hunter? Guy just offered me Hunter for Smith straight up. I do that. L on the Harvey trade for sure. Like, why would you trade our boy? But yeah, at the end of the day, getting Hunter, Ingram, and Sharps for Harvey, you end up making it almost a wash. So if you want to feel better about it, that trade put you back to at least even. So you're good. You're good. But that was you wouldn't have got that other trade if you didn't do that one, right? So at the end of the day, you ended up doing fine. 12-team PPR pick 4, going Gibbs if Lamb is gone. I'm fine with either one. Second round, Bucky, Brown, whoever falls, I'm fine with that. Even though you're planning this out, you got to adjust and adapt as someone falls. But third round, Garrett Wilson, be careful not to just go in with this exact plan only. Do I like Pickens in the 4th? I like him in the 5th round, but I love him. Pickens is going to go crazy. Rice in 5. I don't mind Pickens 4, Rice 5 if that's the order it has to go. I think Pickens is going to earn 4th round value. I really do. But I'd rather have him in 5 if at all possible. And if Rice sometimes falls to 6, count out your ADP spot, see if it'll work. Smitty just drafted a 12-team. Let me see here. Just drafted a 12-team PPR, no defense. Do I have a chance? JD5, Hampton, Jordan Mason, Sharps, Krosky, Merritt, Lamb, Hunter, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Tyler Warren. Yes, but I'm trading DJ Moore or AJ Brown, preferably DJ Moore right now. You may have to wait a week. Maybe he does well week 1. They're wanting to run him on the ground a little bit near the goal line, so maybe he scores in a weird way that on an end around or some sort of weird goal line carry because they're just running him in that way. They're not trying to run him into the ground. They're just trying to give him some creative packages because he can get into the end zone a little better than the average bear because he just has a lot of experience and wiggle. So I kind of like the idea of waiting if you can't get the right price, but I would shop right now one of your RBs like Mason and DJ Moore for, I'm not saying you'll get a Kyron, but you certainly could try Kyron, Hendy, Harvey, those types of players to go with your Hampton. That is the only move to make. AJ Brown with maybe a Jordan Mason potentially could be a move for you too. I like DJ Moore enough to put him in your 3. If you were to get AJ Brown and Mason to return like a Genty or a player like Hendy and something, that's probably where I'd take your team, my boy. That's a great squad. We got another $20 hauler in the building. This one from Johnny. Johnny wants immediate attention. So does Bradley, who's dropping a $20 hauler. I'm going to give you guys the bunk bed treatment on this one so we can, save some time. I'm sure you don't mind. And we got another. Let's see, Johnny. Did I just put Johnny's question up? Johnny with the bunk bed super chat to go along with Bradley's. You guys, appreciate you very much.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
Appreciate you boys with the $20 hauler. Thomas dropping a $20 hauler. Do that. Run that back. Thomas,
Super
thank
chat
you.
alert.
Thomas wants the treatment as well. So $20 hauler for these 3 gentlemen right here. Let's take it over to the high roller screen. Appreciate you all for that. Let's get intimate here. Let's get intimate about this. Let's talk about this, Johnny. Johnny says 12-man 1 PPR redraft. How did I do? And can I make any additions to be better? Any other advice would be great. Bo Nix, Bucky, Hampton, Harvey, Jamar Chase, Egbuka, Travis Hunter, Strange. The only thing strange about this team is the fact that you're able to compile all of this as one. And the honest truth is, bro, in order to get rid of something or to get something, you'd have to get rid of something. And I don't want to get rid of anything that's fan-mother-freaking-tastic.
Mashed potatoes!
I mean, this is amazing. When we draft together, it's not good because we all snipe each other. But when you guys leave the classroom, and you go execute upon said blueprint, you're smashing the hell out of your league mates. I don't even know what to tell you here. I bet you they think your wide receiver 2 and 3 are weak, Johnny. I bet your league doesn't know what it's doing. And they're like, Johnny, you need a little help at wide receiver 2 and 3. And you're just going to, in a little bit, raise your middle finger and tell them where the shot, stick it up where the sun don't shine. Johnny, your team is unbelievable. And there's nothing you can trade because you'd have to get rid of Glory. And don't do that. $20 holler from Thomas says, 8-man, 2 QB, 2 flex league. Drafted today, went Bajan, Genti, Nakua, K9. Don't like the K9 spot where you took him just, And Tyreek, I'm not a big fan. You know that, Thomas, but that's okay. Because this is an 8-man. You can kind of compile so much goodness that you can make these trades, or just you'll be okay if they get hurt. K9, Tariq, Pacheco, Debo, Devontae Smith. Charbonnet, there it is. Charbonnet and K9 together, you're safe. Tyreek, I'm looking to shop Tyreek. I'm looking to shop Tyreek and Walker by keeping Charbonnet. Do it, bro. Do it live. And trade K9 and Hill for a monster. We're talking, I know you got Genti, but Genti-esque player. Or Hendy and another player do the 2 for 2 and they don't know what you're even doing. You're pulling one over on them. Maybe you're getting a BTJ or higher. London, and I know you might say, Smitty, you got to get something back in that. And that's true. Walker and Tyreek for London or for just BTJ won't cut it. That would also be a 2 for 2. But you could go for a Lamb straight up. You could go for a JJ straight up. You could go for a Neighbors. Even with the risk, I think in an 8-man league, much easier to take on risky players like JJ and Neighbors who come with a little bit of more inherent risk this year. This is a fantastic team. I'm using Devontae Smith if I need to get deals done. Devontae Smith and K9 for maybe if you're keeping Tyreek. Devontae Smith and K9 could get you that BTJ 2 for 1, and you don't have to get anything in return, or a London. That would probably be where I take that team initially. Bradley, with your super chat, found you mid-season last year. I'm ready to roll. 12-man, full PPR, QB, T-Law, Penix Jr. Crafty quarterbacks, to be honest. We'll see how, if we can upgrade later. Genti, Hampton, Hendy, Harvey. I hope you can start all those guys. Bill's trade bait if you need it. Hookah, Hunter, Debo, Golden, let's roll. Golden and Bill are the only 2 players I put together and potentially just see what I can get. Not saying I don't love Bill. I love Bill. Not saying Golden can't look good. A great grab today. We'll see if I'm wrong about Golden. Golden could be one of the players I'm wrong about. I just don't trust Love, so it's not really necessarily even all about Golden. But Golden does look good, I'll admit. But I don't know how it's going to shake out. And honestly, I would sell high versus keep it if I can get, a good fair return. So we'll see what's what there. Moon Rocks, appreciate you. What's up, Smitty? I killed my 10-man draft. I got Bo Nix, Gibbs, Kyron, London, Garrett Wilson, MHJ, RJ, Harvey, Kelsey. Again, yeah, you sit on that monster squad, bro, because those are all show guys. I don't really want you getting rid of them. Fantastic job on the roster, my boy. DTX says Ollie Gordon looking solid. Ollie Gordon is a freaking I don't want to put him on the midseason monster list necessarily. I almost want to put him as where he's going to be celebrated will be the handcuff board, which I still have to greatly improve and comb through. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. So the cuff board will have Ollie Gordon on it, probably near the top 3 overall. So this cuff board hasn't been touched in a while. Gordon will probably be somewhere along the lines of in this territory of the top 4 or 5. So Gordon is going to be, celebrated there. He's definitely not even it's not so much about being a midseason monster. He's going to be amazing as a flex play. So maybe even Moonman material. If we look at our Moonman, maybe I put Gordon on it right now because Gordon is just a potential league winner. Blue getting his ankle all jacked up, but it's not necessarily going to require surgery. Given that Blue is already on the midseason monster list, I think we could take Blue off this and just say that it might be a little bit of time as that ankle heals. Definitely could put Blue right back on if, let's say, there was some progress there. But maybe Ollie Gordon becomes a Moonman. And I hate to do that because of the implications that has for HN in people's minds. But I don't think you have to necessarily go there. I think even if HN stays healthy, we've seen Mostert excel while HN was at his best. So Gordon feels like one of the, best deep calls where you're not even needing the injury to happen. So we'll go Ollie Gordon as a moon man extraordinaire. Let's just do it live. Let's just put him right on the board. This is a guy that everybody should be drafting. If you got a draft coming up, Ollie Gordon needs to be on your list. He's going in the 180s to 140s, or no, 150s to 180s. Ollie Gordon, I'll put his graphic on here next time we go live, but let's put him right there. Let's run that back for good measure. I give you the newest addition to the Moon Man list.
The Moon Men, dropping loads in outer
Ollie
space.
Gordon. Ollie Gordon. Jeez, Ollie Gordon's fantastic. All right, let's go over to this super chat here. At the turn, going balance, risk it with Achan and pair him with Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Puka, or Nico. Argenti will be there too. I'm going running back unless this is best ball, and even then I'm tempted to going forward the rest of this, majority of what we got left for drafting. I'm not scared to go running back. The industry will tell you not to. Balance is always better if it works, but I really like the Rice, the Debos, the Bukas, the players that we can get later, the Garrett Wilsons, all those are such good value. The running back is usually becoming best player available to me. What's up, Smitty? Drop Sampson, Penix, or Blue for JCM. Probably Sampson if I had to. I mean, if you don't need Penix Jr., he's a third quarterback, it'd be different, but he's such a good second quarterback. If something happens, what, you're going to go to the waiver wire and get what? So I'd say, like, as much as I love Sampson, I like JCM more. I would probably drop my kicker, make a trade, and then at the last second, pick a kicker back up. Forgot to mention 12-team PPR, going to be fun. Appreciate you, J1. Thank you for dropping the additional super chat and clarification. The man, the myth, the legend. Sir Brooks coming in with a $10 holler. Sup, man? I'm trying to compete with my league. Your league stingy. I have Allen, May, Connor, Monty, BTJ, Amon-Ra, Marv, Olave, Kraft, Benson, Davis, Bigsby. I'm sending my 26 first for Kamara to try and win this year. I don't hate this move. There's other players I'd rather have. Kyron. I just think Kamara might fall off a cliff like Mixon did. But maybe he gets hurt, misses 3 games in the middle of the year, comes back and finishes strong. He did do well receiving the ball last year. I do worry about the New Orleans Saints. And I know people say that he'll just get fed no matter what, but bro, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't think it's the smartest move to. I think you can get a different player, but chat, what do you think? If he's got a real late first rounder, I just think you could get better. Kamara's not going to be worth anything next year, and if you don't win, let's say you miss, bro. Let's say you miss, you strike out and miss. Next year you don't have Kamara. Go get somebody that might give you 2-3 years. Go get Kyron. Chase or Bijan at 1.1. I'm Bijan, but it just depends on your league. Is everybody going to consume wide receivers? Then you can go, Chase. If everybody's going to consume running backs early, then you go Bijan. Thoughts on the offensive line injuries? Not worried, bro. Things are going to be fine. And not to mention, look, Penix Jr. is going to spread things out so much and be so dangerous. That is a cure for almost any bad offensive line right there, right then and there. And the fact that there's still going to be good offensive line, yeah, I'm not worried at all. Not to mention the injuries. This stuff is going to get better, especially when you look at the Bucs and you look at the fact that Wirfs was supposed to be out for this maybe 4 or 5 games. Everybody freaking out. We said he might not even go on the PUP. Wirfs didn't go on the PUP. He's now not on the PUP starting the year, so that means they fully expect him to be back by at least week 4. And everybody's panicking on Bucky in the offensive line. Don't worry about that. Take Chase. I draft tomorrow. Help. I don't know, man. I'm probably going. If you think you can get Bucky in round 2, go Chase. If you don't think you're getting Bucky or Chase Brown, go Bijan. That's going to be my in general answer to people that want to know what I do in that situation. And I understand why you're asking it. I don't mind answering it over and over and over. It doesn't bother me because I might say it a little bit different to help you. Is it crazy to bench Rice for Egbuka? Week 1, yes. If Rice starts week 1, but there's still a 50% chance he gets a suspension. They settle on a game number, and he ends up serving it at the front of the season. Like it's 50-50 that he's going to play weeks 1 through 4, or they end up having a settlement, and he ends up, the hearing doesn't even need to take place. So we'll have to wait and see. But you got to put Egbuka in as the flex. And if your team is so good, let's see, London and Lamb start Harvey in the flex. Harvey, I'm probably sitting Harvey week 1 as of this moment over Egbuka, maybe. Just because, you know, I don't know. That one's tough. That for safety, I love Harvey. But there's a little bit more, you know, what does week 1 look like for Harvey than it does for Egbuka? And you're certainly not sitting Rice. Rice could be wide receiver 1. That would be the worst move you could ever make. Now, I'm not saying that sitting Harvey won't come with its risk, you know, but sitting Egbuka comes with risk as well. And we got another $20 hauler from our boy who just dropped the 20 wad. It was Sheesh. Appreciate you, Sheesh. Sheesh. Bring you over to the high roller side of super chatting. Let's drop you right here, young man. Give you our full attention. Forgot to mention, would you take JD5 as a 2-3 turn, 6-point passing? Yeah, but it depends on what is there, bro. You know, in a 1 QB, 2-3 turns fine. 6 points especially. He's going to throw for a massive amount of touchdowns. I take him over Allen. I take him over Lamar. JD5 is going to be on a whole nother level, but it does depend on who's there. I can't really answer this question unless I'm on the clock or you give me like a list of 5 guys. But if you think you'll be okay getting Hendy and Harvey and Rice and these guys at a discount with this group, bro, the JD5 early is a really strong play because of the fact that you're gonna make up for whatever, you know, deficiencies you might have because it's a really like easy group to dominate. So that also matters. If it's a snake environment, and you got to be honest with yourself. Everybody thinks their league's great because if you don't admit it's great, it's like, oh, I'm not good at fantasy. It's not the case. I play in a grandma league that I love waiting on value, and I smile ear to ear. You know, I love playing in those leagues. Got 2 locked into planned strategy. This is an example of not drafting best player available. I haven't read it yet, but this is what you guys need to take this in. If you haven't drafted yet, let's read this and think seriously about not locking something in, being adjusting and adapting in your mentality, being loose, being liquid, being ever flowing, as Kruger says. Got 2 locked in my strategy. Nico, St. Brown, Cook, Harvey, Bo Nix, Kraft, Rice, benches, Tyreek Hill, Sharps. You still can get out of this, but benches Tyreek Hill. What do you wait. What? Why were you taking a backup? I would try and trade. Is that a different Hill? It can't be Taysom Hill. What other Hill am I not thinking of right now? Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek Hill and Cook for a stud. That's what I'm trying to do. You do that, it's all fixed. It's all good. Shards, Pacheco, B-Rob Jr., Davis moves. I'm trying to trade Tyreek Hill and Cook for one big monster. And if you can't get one big monster, go get 2 players. Go get a Travis Hunter and a Hendy. Go get a Harvey and a Hendy for Tyreek Hill. You know? Go, and then you can maybe even trade James Cook straight up for Kyron or something like that. You make those. I could get out of that easy. You still got a lot of talent to move, but I can make 2 moves like that. If I don't give up both of them for a stud, and it have to be a big stud, or a stud with an additional piece like Hunter or Debo or something, or you're getting 2 for 2. I'm trading Cook for a Kyron or a Hendy or a Harvey, and I'm trading just type of player. I forget if you even have one of those. And then I'm trading Tyreek Hill for the same thing. I'm getting 2 players, swapping them out, doing it live. Smitty ranked my team 12-man PPR 2 flex. Dak, Penix Jr., Achane, Taylor, Jonathan Taylor. You know I'm not a big fan of Taylor. You knew that going in. Sharps, Garrett Wilson, Rice, Hunter, Waddle. Not a big fan of Waddle. So I'm trading, if it's me, and I like your team, I'm trading Waddle and JT for a slight running back upgrade, or I'm trading JT straight up for a Kyron or a Hendy. It's just, I just would have drafted Hendy instead. And then I'm potentially trying to move Waddle and my quarterback if I can. If no, actually, you know what? Dak and Penix, let it ride. Let it ride. They're going to be productive, bro. I'd entertain something, but I don't necessarily need to go shopping. I would, you got Hunter already, but a Hunter type player. So Waddle and Taylor for an upgrade. Try doing that. Try going to the Bucky owner and doing that. Bucky or I mean even Achane. Oh, you have Achane. Damn it. Bucky or Genty. Bucky or Genty using JT and Waddle. I don't know if you'll get it, but that's what I would do. Don't ruin your team trying to get rid of JT, though. He still could have a good year. I'm just not a big believer in the setup for him this year. Chase, Josh Allen, Hampton, Hall, McBride, Rice, Hunter, Debo, JCM, Bigsby, Tootin, Penix Jr., Burden. Anything you see I can improve. I like the team a lot, bro. Josh Allen, Hampton, Jamar Chase, Hall, McBride, Rice, Hunter, Debo. No, bro. Not unless you could get rid of maybe Hall and Burden later if Burden gains value. Or if JCM goes through the roof and someone's really weak at running back, you could trade Hall and JCM for their one running back that they went all in on and they have no other running back too, or if an injury strikes. But you're kind of in a holding pattern because I love all the starters. I don't want to trade any of them, and your only trade pieces need to gain value. And they will, and I think you'll be fine. But you're in a holding pattern with your team. You're in stand down mode. My draft is coming up. Got 3-pick, maybe CMC. If you watch my channel, you know there's no way in hell I'm going to tell you to go CMC, bro. CMC's the biggest avoid. He's on the planet Uranus don't draft list, and he's been all off season. So welcome to the show. You got to be new, and I thank you for the super chat. But hell no. Hell no.
And off he goes to the planet known as Uranus.
There's just so many safer options, my boy. That's what it really comes down to. Thoughts on drafting BTJ and Hunter? I love it. I don't mind it at all, especially given how Hunter is going to be all over the field, end arounds, jet sweeps, getting the ball like a wide back. It's definitely going to work. Starter running backs, HHH and Associates, Hendy, Hampton, Harvey, bro, J1 dropping fire with the HHH and Associate running back stable, my boy. Then we got another $20 hauler from Sheesh. Sheesh coming in with another 20 wad on screen. Appreciate you, young man. It's a tough and competitive league going Bajan at 1 because Bucky and Brown isn't making it back. They aren't making it back. I'll go Bajan 1, JD5 to kick it off. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to go JD5 and 2, though, my boy. Well, you have the 2-3 turn pick, but I'm fine with that. I hope you get a London. You get a London, you're in the money. As far as the wide receiver, I would take with JD5, though. Be careful. I'm almost more prone to go running back JD5 than force a wide receiver that just doesn't belong there, like Higgins or something. And then you'll get Rice and Debo and Egbuka and the boys later on. Although, you risk a little bit of the biscuit doing that. Just know that. But it's definitely something I would. Again, $20 haulers jump the line. So if anybody wants immediate attention, just drop a 20 and I'll move you straight to the front of the line. Start 3 wide receivers. I'm going in order in which to receive. So guys, please be patient with me. I'm rolling as fast as I can. We do this faster than anybody else, I promise you. Start 3 wide receiver league. Prescott, Henderson, Chase Brown, Lamb, Evans, London, Sutton, Warren, Kraft, McMillan, and Harvey. Did I cook? You definitely did well. Henderson, Chase Brown, Lamb, Evans, London. I mean, Lamb, London, Evans, I like that. Sutton's good. Sutton's got good value. People don't respect Sutton enough right now. And you got Harvey, too? Holy crap, bro. Harvey's I'm eventually starting Harvey. I'm trading Sutton and Pollard if I can. I'm trading Tet McMillan, if that's Tet McMillan and not Jalen. Jalen's hurt, so I wouldn't even drafted him. But if that's Tet McMillan and Pollard, Adunze and Pollard, Sutton and Adunze and Pollard, all those guys to try and get one bigger monster that moves Harvey into the lineup. That's the only thing you need to concentrate on. The BTJs, the Londons, the Buckies, Kyron even, those kind of guys are the players to go get with that type of package, my boy. $10 hauler from Super McLovin. Appreciate you, my boy. 2 flex league. Nix, Gibbs, Harvey, Nico, Higgins, MHJ, Worthy, Kraft, like the team. JC and Brees on the bench. Brees on the bench is tough because you can't really trade him yet. Let him have a big week and then you trade him potentially. You could always poke around. Somebody that's really bad off at running back might buy on the spec that he returns to some sort of form of his old self, which I believe he can. But selling him low would not be wise. Debo, wait. Addison, wait. As you inch back toward his return, he might be more valuable. But I still open my door to trade talks. And the only player I'm looking to really move is Higgins. So Higgins and Hall for one better player. Higgins and Hall for Kyron. Higgins and Hall for Hendy. Higgins and Hall for Bucky, Higgins and Hall for London or BTJ. Try firing all those out there and see if you can get any movement. If not, then you just wait until the values rise and just be open-minded that you might not be able to make moves until after week 1. One of the most important advice I could give anybody is you don't need to do anything before week 1. A lot of people want to conclude all their trades and have their team in week 1. Sometimes your team can be better if you wait until week 2 or 3 when somebody has a slump. If Hunter goes out there, Travis Hunter goes out there and has 40 yards on 3 catches and nothing else, he will be the best buy low coming out of week 1, period. Give 10 team PPR. How did I do? Gibbs, London, Hendy, Rice, Mahomes, Harvey, Judy, Ingram, Myers, Charbonnet, Golden, Charbonnet. 2 Charbs. Love having 2 Charbs, bro. Bill, Keenan Allen, Penix Jr., and Likely. Love the team. Love it, bro. Nothing to even really move and navigate yet. Let Bill gain some value. Let Charbs gain some value. Golden gain some value. Judy gains some value. You're waiting. You're in total holding pattern. I don't want you trading any of those other players. Just let it simmer. Let it simmer. Great job. You're one like rising star away from being able to upgrade something, even if you might not even need to. Tootin, Thornton Jr., Cedric Tillman, Brashard Smith. Drop which 2? Tillman, unfortunately, and I'm probably dropping. Goodness gracious, bro. I'm probably dropping Thornton and Tillman unless you need a wide receiver here. Then I guess you probably lean Tootin just until he climbs. But the thing about that, bro, is I'm not doing that. I don't, unless I need this for my lineup. I'm taking the risk. I'm cutting Tillman and Thornton Jr. and I'm keeping the RBs. Brashard Smith and Tootin are league-winning running backs, bro. I'm just not able to part ways. I drop my kicker. Drop your kicker and wait. You know, or if you're asking me this for later and you already have your no kicker, then yeah, just wait as long as you can. How do I approach my 10-man 1 PPR tomorrow morning, pick 12? Genty, Bucky. That's how I approach it. Bucky and Achan, BTJ, Bucky, BTJ, Genty. I think my favorite is Genty. Get Genty if he's there. Get Bucky is my second favorite, and I grab both of them. That's how I approach it. And 10-man leagues, bro, the wide receivers are plentiful. You will be just fine at wide receiver going running back. I went running back. 4 straight. I ended up with Garrett Wilson, Debo, Egbuka, and Travis Hunter. 12-team Granny, 8-slot. Bucky, London, Hampton, Evans, Hunter, Harvey, Ingram, Golden, JD5, Charbs. Yeah, nothing to move here. You're waiting for Benson, Charbs, to gain some value. And even then, it's like, what do you upgrade? I suppose maybe you upgrade if you even, can gain value from those players later. You're probably upgrading maybe Evans because there's some risk that he's going to fade a little bit near the end of the year. But like past that, bro, freaking fantastic team. I'm sure everybody's got good teams though, but that is definitely one that I feel like you didn't screw up your draft at all. Amon-Ra or Puka in Dynasty? Amon-Ra. Because Puka's already talked about retirement. Puka's an aggressive player. Puka has Stafford probably exiting this situation very, very, very soon, if not after this year or mid-season. I like Stetson Bennett a lot. I do, but we don't know if that's going to work out and be the same kind of saturation of targets to Puka Nacua. This is an easy call. But I will say that there are other players I like better, and I probably would still shop both of them, no matter which one I had in Dynasty, because I have my reservations about St. Brown's ability to stay healthy because he's so aggressive. Guy plays with like muscles tearing off the bone. Like he's just an insanely aggressive player that will do anything to play, which is great. It's hard. It's determination, but it can lead to wear and tear. Any moves, advice, full PPR. Got Bo Nix, Bijan, Irving, Travis Hunter, Debo, Pitts, Kyron, and Hampton. Don't want to move a single one of those players. Benches, Hendy. Good Lord, bench. Why is Hendy on your bench? Jeez, bro. Kyron, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hampton, I mean, I'm probably starting Hendy over Hampton. And then I'm trying to figure something. Egbuka, Krosky, Merritt. There's nothing to move for you. What are you going to upgrade in your lineup anyway? I love Debo. Would I trade Debo and, I don't know, Hampton and Debo for like a Gibbs? Sure. And you might have to wait on that. But, bro, after week 1, Hampton and Debo might get you Gibbs. So you are standing down until you get that kind of trade. And you just wait for that rotation of RBs to earn you that kind of trade. Otherwise, you don't do a thing. You hear me? Log out of your app, set your phone in a drawer, and then return, and we'll have you log in later. But don't touch it. My draft tonight, running backs Achane, Hendy, Harvey, and Hampton. Jeez. You drafting the dogs, bro.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth.
Guys, field day. This is straight up field day. Wide receivers: Lamb, Diggs, Debo, Burden. Can we list these right properly though, Shannon? Can we say my wide receivers are Lamb, Debo, and Diggs, and not say Lamb, Diggs, Debo? It's kind of like saying, oh, here's my Chevy truck, and there's my Lamborghini, and then there's my souped up Maserati. Let's just put them in order at least. QB, Nix, May, and Williams. I have others. This is a really good squad. 10-man league. Very fantastic draft. I would look to drop Cooper Kupp and Lockett, though. Those guys aren't serving you at all. Who's on the waivers? Is Ollie Gordon out there? Go get Ollie Gordon right now. Go get some of these waiver wire monsters that'll help you win a league. Have them type your name in, Shannon, when they're going to the waivers and they say, Ollie Gordon, who's got Ollie Gordon? Oh, he's already on Shannon's team. Krosky Merritt. Oh, already picked up. Brashard Smith. Oh, there it is. Tesla. Oh, if you need a wide receiver. Tesla is almost Moonman material. I think Tesla has to be a midseason monster. I can't. Who do we take off? I don't know who to take off. We've got so many players on here. Horton's kind of simmering over there. I don't know. It doesn't hurt to throw him on. It's not like we can't. It's not like look, if I don't put him on, you don't know. So why would I not put it on the list? Let's just put him on. Let's just do it. I mean, they're all important. It's like a rolling, almost like waiver wire board, and it is what it is. If there's too many on here for somebody, then I don't know. Watch another show. Sorry, I'm giving you too much information. Tesla's got that capability, man. He just does. He just scores. He's efficient. It's weird. It's weird. Good team, Shannon. Very, very good squad. Do we have any $20 haulers that need immediate attention? I don't think we do. We're catching up on these supers, by the way. Double Sharps is good. A little extra. Yeah, definitely. When you have double Sharps on your team, you've really pulled one over on the system. Evans or JSN and redraft. Probably JSN for safety, Evans for upside. But that's kind of a tough one. Also, should I start Hunter or Worthy? I would probably start Worthy if Rice ends up being out and serves his suspension early, which is up in the air still, then of course you're starting Worthy. But if Worthy, I'd probably say Worthy's still safer. QB, JD5, running back 1, Gibbs, running back 2, Achane, like it. Evans, Egbuka, Hunter, Worthy, Bowers, 10 team, any upgrades? Negative. Love this team. Evans and Worthy for a Lamb, maybe, and something. For a Jamar Chase. Past that, I mean, I don't think I'd move that. If I knew the other pieces, maybe I could cook up something like, hey, Evans and this bench player, and you could probably come up with an idea and then bring it back, but that's probably where I'd take your team, I suppose. Scotty Dew with a $5 hauler. Sup, Smitty. Drafted big money league, 12-man PPR, fifth spot. Mahomes, Bucky, Harvey, Mason, Monty, Rice, Lamb, London, Buka, Thornton. Scotty, aloha. I think you crushed it. You always call in and you got some weird little angle sometimes, or what I'd say your weakness could be sometimes is you want to trade away somebody. You're like, well, I kind of need to do this. You followed the blueprint to a T on this. Don't be trading away these guys in some weird maneuver. The players I trade are Monty, Mason, Warren if he gains value somehow. And yeah, that's it. I mean, would I upgrade anybody? Not really. I'm just trading maybe all those guys together for one player. I don't want to move Lamb, London, or Egbuka. I don't want to move Bucky, Harvey. You know, I mean, would I move maybe Monty or Mason or Warren or all of them with Harvey to upgrade Harvey? Maybe. Would I rather have Hendy? Yeah. Would I rather have Genty? Yeah, but that's it. Just have my draft. I want to check it out. Sure. Appreciate you dropping the super chat. Drop it in another super and I'll look at that. You could have put it there, but I appreciate your support. I'll tell you that right now. What picks are you playing for the Super Bowl this year? I haven't locked it in yet. I lock it in right before week 1. As of now, it appears that I'm locked in on the Washington Commanders to make a Super Bowl appearance. I've landed this 2 years in a row when we do the show. Granted, when I did my Super Bowl bracket or my playoff bracket, I changed it up, but my predictions have hit 2 years in a row. And so I basically tell people, if you go drop $20 on the 2 teams to show with the predicted winner, it pays around $1,100. So about $1,100 per $20, depending on the odds, because every team's got a little bit different odds. So Washington Commanders are my showing team from the NFC. Right now, it's leaning between the Chiefs and the Broncos, I think. But doesn't mean that the Bills or Bengals can't make a comeback and grab that spot. So hang tight on that. I'll have that locked in before the season. We'll do a show on it. Smitty, rate my team, 12-man PPR. Chase, Allen, Kyron, Hendy, Rice, Monty, Shakira, Penix, JCM. I'm probably looking to trade Monty, Shakir, JCM for anything that I can. You know, and I'm not saying I don't love JCM. I do, but am I trying to? And if I can't get like a Garrett Wilson or a Kyron or a Harvey or even a Travis Hunter or you have Rice already, he would have been a nice pick. I think Worthy not doing anything in the preseason game really, or at least to the degree that Rice did, might have scared the Worthy owner. You might go see if you can get Worthy and have Worthy and Rice. I'm not scared of having both of them and they cover you on the bye week. That would be something I would kind of look at, my boy. That would be a kind of a crafty little move. This one here from Timothy. Timothy says DJ Moore, Deebo Samuel, or Jamo Williams start week 1. I mean, Jamo's maybe your safest, but Debo's a little higher risk but more upside, and DJ Moore similar. Those are really close calls. Chat, who would you start, Jamo or Debo? I don't think anybody's going to pick DJ Moore, although he could outscore those guys any given week. Smitty, we back. 10-team PPR. Thank you. Appreciate Who Dat Gator. Appreciate seeing you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Burrow, Chase Brown, Harvey, Brees, CD, Nico, Hunter, Pickens. Love the team. Pickens as your force. Crazy. Rome, Ricky P. Trade Ricky P while his value's high. Trade him with Benson or Mason, or you might have to wait a week too. If Ricky P has a good week, and he will because he's like the only guy, you could trade Ricky P after a big week 1 with Mason if he scores a touchdown and has 60 yards, or trade Ricky P right now with Brees Hall to go get a potential Kyron Williams or a Hendy or a BTJ or a London type player. That's what I'm doing. Ricky P's got a lot of value right now. A lot of people are all over the Ricky P train. They love him, bro. And I don't blame him, but his value is extremely high and good enough to trade and get out. Give me a 9, Smitty. I'll let you know, Rhino. You can't buy my love. So this is going to be an honest take. 10-man league, PPR. Mahomes, Bijan, Achane, McConkey, Rice, Bowers, Hendy, Hunter, Sharps, Addison, Warren, Mims, ETN. You're the man. No, you're the man. I'm going to say, I don't give out 9s lightly. So let me see. Mahomes, Bijan, Achane. I would say this is damn good. I'd say 8.9. Just because I want to give you drive and determination, my boy. I want you working. I don't want you sitting back, putting your feet up, and you miss out on the next waiver wire guy. Like Ollie Gordon sitting out there, and you don't get him. 12-man, best ball, PPR, tight end premium. Okay, best ball. Wow, best ball, tight end premium auction. Lamar, 37. Mahomes, 23. Okay, super flex, I assume. 12-man, best ball, PPR, tight end premium, but you didn't say super flex, but I assume. And then DK, Rice, Debo, Buka, Kyron, Bucky, bro. 8.9, maybe 9. Sorry, Rhino. That's a good team, bro. 12 man. If that's super flex, that's a 9. To get Lamar and Mahomes, if it's not super flex, it's still great that you got good quarterbacks, but that's crazy you spent that much. I'm assuming this is super flex. DK, Rice, Debo. That's a 9 if it's a. That's crazy. If that's a super flex, 12 man, that's insane, bro. You just won that league if that's super flex. 10 team full PPR. Lamar, Achane, RJ Harvey, Nico Pickens, McBride. Like the squad a lot. Lamar, Achane, RJ Harvey, Nico Pickens, McBride, Travis Hunter, T-Mac, and God, I'd like to get Egbuka in your lineup. Why is Egbuka on the bench over T-Mac? What are we doing there? What have you been watching that made you think? What did Egbuka offend you? What did he do to offend you? Get Buka in the lineup. I would trade T-Mac and Mason, T-Mac and JCM right now for something massive. The only player I would look to maybe upgrade in the lineup, and he can't even upgrade anybody, really. I think you're just trying to get maybe one bigger gun for the bench rotation. But that's the only thing I'm looking to do. Your team is straight fire. Your lineup is just scary as can be. Dynasty startup 10-man rate my team so far. Gibbs, Harvey, Henderson, Blue, Jones, Egbuka, London, Rice, Cup. Like the team a lot. I'm paused till tomorrow. It's a good squad, man. Gibbs, Harvey, Hendy. Those running backs are sick. Egbuka, London, Rice. That's insane. Burrow. 8.9. 8.8, 8.7, something like, probably 8.7 because it's a 10-man. I mean, everyone's going to be stacked, but that's a good team. Nothing I even want to trade. And you don't really have any trade pieces that you listed that are outside those starters that I don't want you to get rid of. So I'm going to go ahead and say stand down for now and let that team simmer on the field. Rate my team 12-man. Josh Allen, Hendy, Harvey, Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, Bowers. Like the squad. Bill, Hunter. You got to do something like, I want Egbuka or Hunter in the lineup over Garrett Wilson if possible. But like, what do you do? Like, upgrade Harvey into Gibbs or Genty or Bajan? Like, that's the only thing you can really do. Past that, you're probably sitting and waiting, because I don't want you to get Garrett Wilson. I guess if you could take Garrett Wilson and Bill, or Garrett Wilson and you got Pickens on the bench. Pickens and Garrett Wilson. I mean, maybe somebody's really weak at wide receiver and they got Lamb. You know, like, that's the only thing I could think of. You already got Jamar Chase, but that's something I would look at. And I do Bill and Garrett Wilson for one stronger wide receiver, like a London or a Lamb. Try and get Lamb. Lamb would be fantastic. Lamb would make your team unstoppable. And you don't need to make a trade, though. If you don't get that player, don't do it. Just wait and let it all kind of play out on the field, and you'll have quite a squad. Unbelievable. We got $20 hauler here from Loso, dropping a wad on screen. $20 hauler. Appreciate you. Where's my $20 hauler?
Alert. Super chat alert.
All right, Loso, appreciate you. $20 hauler. Hurts, Gibbs, Hendy, Neighbors, Worthy, Kittle, Swift, Ward. Hurts, Gibbs, Hendy. Wow. Neighbors, Worthy. So weak points, if you want to say, are even there. No, it's not weak, but Swift and, I wonder what you could do with Swift and auto pick 12 team and an extra offensive player wherever that is. Okay, so you auto picked? Why'd you auto pick? Don't tell me you had an event or something that trumped your own draft. Auto pick. Okay, well, your auto pick did well. So your extra player, I'm assuming your extra offensive player, you can put it was Cam Ward, so that's fantastic. But could I take maybe if this were me, someone might consider me crazy. If this were me, I'm either standing down because the team's fantastic, or I'm contemplating doing a Kittle and Swift for one monster. I'm talking like cream of the crop, top 12 player type of move. Bucky, and then putting Pitts in my lineup. That's the only thing that would go through my mind. That team is fantastic. Stand down. Don't do anything crazy. We've got a $100 super chat. $100 super chat. And you get to put, what video do you get? What video do you want? You get to have your name put on any video, and we'll play it all year long for you. $100 super chat.
Smitty. Everybody's pretty. $100+.
Let's go, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy. Unbelievable. Appreciate your $100 wattage on screen. I'm a believer, Smitty. Second pick, 12 teams starting, 10, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex. Did I go too heavy with the RBs? You let me be the judge of that, and I probably can't say that you did even without looking at it, because I love drafting RB. You know, it's fantastic if you make the wide receivers work and you listen to the process, bro. Okay, so I haven't ready yet. Order I drafted: Bijan, Bucky, Chase Brown. So Trey Henderson. I haven't looked yet. I haven't looked at the wide receivers, but so far I love what you did. Bijan, Bucky, Chase Brown, Trey Henderson. Right now you're getting an A plus.
Mashed potatoes.
A plus. And I assume you can start all 4, right? Did I just read that properly? I think you said you could start all 4. 2 running backs, 2 flex. So you can start all 4. Yes. Your wide receivers are George Pickens, Debo, Egbuka. I still like it. I think you did fine. I think those wide receivers are really, really good, bro. I think for what you did, they're good. And you have trade potential. If it doesn't work out for 1 or 2 weeks, you're not out of it. You could swing a Chase Brown for a wide receiver trade, let's say, if 2 of your wide receivers went down. But you might surprise everyone. Pickens, Debo, Egbuka could all score touchdowns in week 1, bro. You might walk out of week 1. You might walk out of week 1 with like one of the higher scoring wide receiver. They're that kind of crew, bro. They're all underrated. Don't let anybody make you feel like your receivers were garbage. I bet you your league mates are trashing your wide receiver room, bro. Don't even sweat it. All you got to do is show them your running back room, and they'll drool all over the place. I love when people make fun of somebody's, one of their rooms when they have like literally the best running back room in the league and it's not even close. Kyle Pitts was an auto pick. Sorry. I like Kyle Pitts though. Don't be sorry about that. I just think that Swift and Kittle gets you a Bucky. You throw Kyle Pitts in. Can I get a vote in the chat? Would you rather have Bucky and Kyle Pitts in your lineup or Swift and Kittle? So trade Swift and Kittle for Bucky. H-Chan. Do it live. That's what I want. That's what I would do. I have enough faith in Kyle Pitts, honestly, given that his quarterback wants to throw the damn motherfreaking ball. And Harvey, you got Harvey too? That's fantastic. That's fantastic, bro. Let's see. Where's my Where's my damn screen? What screen am I on? Okay, right here. Thank you for that super chat. $10 hauler from McLaurin. Appreciate you. F1. 12 team, 3 wide receiver, PPR. Baker, Bijan, Chase Brown, Rice, Ladd, Worthy, Buka, Kincaid. Bench is Travis Hunter, Charbonnet, Bill. Love the team. My tight end stinks. Who's your tight end? Your tight end is Kincaid. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe not, but I definitely am not super excited about Kincaid right now. I go after Kyle Pitts, bro. Kyle Pitts is so cheap. I like him a lot. You're waiting on your value. Like Travis Hunter getting into your lineup would be ideal, in my opinion. But he's also not bad to just hold and have his depth. I mean, all your players are great. What are you going to trade anyway at this point? Chase Brown, Bijan, Rice, Ladd, Worthy. It's a fantastic team. Wait for Bill. My advice to you is wait for Benson, Blue, Bill, Sharbs to gain value. If I could trade Bill and let's say Ladd for Lamb, Bill and Ladd for I don't even want to say, like, London's maybe not even high enough because Ladd and Bill are that good. I'm going Lamb shopping. I'm going JJ shopping, neighbor shopping. Even with the risk, it's worth it at this stage. And if you go Worthy and Bill right now, and otherwise I'm having you stand down and let Bill gain more value if you can't make this work. But Worthy and Bill for a London or higher if possible. I'm trying those. That would be fantastic. Loso, I can't believe you also have Harvey. That's awesome, bro. I would say maybe you went a little overboard not getting a wide receiver with, having those 4 and then also having Harvey, but I did the same thing. So how can I say that? And I love my receiving room too. I did get Garrett Wilson, but there was a 10-man league. Just got offered Harvey and AJ Brown and Tracy for Evans and Achane. Already have Gibbs. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm taking I'm probably taking this trade, but then flipping AJ Brown. Chat, would you rather have AJ Brown and Harvey over Achane in this deal? Evans and Achane. Oh, Evans and Achane. No. Evans and Achane for me. I'm sorry, I forgot Evans was even in the deal. No, absolutely not. If it was Achane alone, I would consider it. But Evans sitting right there. I'm sorry. Evans and Achane by a country mile. It's not even close. Wide receivers are. Yeah, you can't do that. If you trade Evans and Achane, and if you've got Evans and Achane, you hold them. If you're getting them, then you take them. On whatever side you might have worded this. But Evans and Achane should get you like I don't even know that you could get a player for that. Because Achane's like a top 12 player, bro. Evans is a big name wide receiver 1 that there's a risk to. But unless you're getting Bijan or Gibbs or Jamar Chase, that's the only thing that can get you, bro. Or should get you. That should get you, or you're not making that trade. Trey Harris or Kyle Williams. Right now, I don't really know is my honest answer. I wish I could give you a better answer than that. If I had to pick, I'd say probably Kyle Williams. Just because I think, that situation may need him more than Trey Harris is needed by the Chargers right now with the way that wide receiver room looks so crowded. I like Trey Harris a lot, but then he started dropping a lot of footballs. He has looked good recently, though. 12-man here from Pam. 12-team PPR, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Lamar, Henry, Hampton, Javonte. Okay, sorry. I was like Javon and then a tight end, but it just broke it up. Javonte, Scattaboo, Sampson, Ray Davis, Nico, Tet, Golden, Calvin, Ridley. I like your team. I'm probably trying to get rid of Olave or Golden or Calvin Ridley or Tet or a combination of those guys. If you can even get rid of Javonte to try and just get a little bit of a bump somewhere. You throw in Javonte with Blue having that ankle injury, which isn't, taking him out for the year or anything. It's just he has a sprained ankle. Javonte might have more value right now than he will. You could always potentially shop Sampson as well. I kind of leave Henry, Lamar, and Hampton alone. And I'm just trying to maybe take Sampson and Tet or Javonte and Tet, or maybe even Tet and Ridley or Tet and Golden. If someone has maybe 1 wide receiver and they have buyer's remorse on not drafting enough wide receivers, those 2 wide receivers for 1 rare trades can happen. So you kind of got to comb through the teams, Pam, and try and maybe go get somebody that's, let's see, slightly above Tet or Ridley would be Garrett Wilson. Obviously London. Obviously a player like Ladd McConkey, for example. Those would be guys I would be targeting potentially. Thank you. Appreciate you. And Rom, appreciate you. 10-man PPR. Here's my team. Purdy, Harvey, Achane, Hampton, Walker, Sharbs, Nico, BTJ, MHJ, Rashee Rice, Pearsall, JMO. I can tell you're a Niner fan with the Purdy and Pearsall. Your team's great. You don't need to do anything. My advice to you would be, if you could get an upgrade at QB, do it. If you love Purdy, I'm not going to force you to do that. And Walker, I'd keep Sharbs. I'd trade Walker and maybe Pearsall. And I know if you're a Niner fan, you don't want to do that. But Walker and Pearsall for 1 player I would do and keep Sharbs. I see trades like that happen all the time. People don't always like it, but I would do that. I'd go get a BTJ. I'd go get a Kyron. I'd go get a player like that with that trade. And my boy Rusty coming in with a $10 hauler says, how did we do Smitty? JD5, Nico, Sutton, DK, Pearsall, Egbuka, Addison, CMC, Hendy, H-Hand, B-Rob, Bill, Mixon, and London was my last pick. Tight end were getting picked like crazy. Jonu's not bad, but yeah, you might need to explore some options. Kyle Pitts is really, really cheap. I think you could even trade like with Nico, DK, Pearsall, Egbuka. You got a good wide receiver room. CMC, Hendy, H-Hand. You're pretty solid, man. I mean, Mixon and Bill. I don't like Mixon. I don't know why. I wouldn't pick him. I'd trade Mixon and Bill, or keep Bill. Mixon and Addison because he's suspended, but he's got good value. Mixon and Pearsall. Mixon and Pearsall for Kyron. Mixon and Pearsall for... I don't know. Mixon and Pearsall. Let's trade that. Let's see what we can get. Mixon and Pearsall for Garrett Wilson. Mixon and Pearsall for Kyron, for Hendy, for Hampton. You got Hendy already. Hampton, but if you need a wide receiver, I think Garrett Wilson fits the bill pretty good. That would be a solid one. All right, super chats are caught up. Phone lines are open. Dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
What's this guy saying here? Trade Purdy. Go for Kyron. I thought you were smart, Smitty. Says let me put this on, bro. Don't embarrass yourself. Guys, mute yourself real quickly. I'll be right with you. Just mute yourself. J1, mute yourself. If everybody could mute, just mute on the phone line real quickly. Let me throw this embarrassing super chat or this embarrassing message up. Bro, don't put a receipt out like this. Trade Purdy. Trade Purdy. I thought you were smart, Smitty. I thought you went to school. Trade Purdy. Trade for Kyron. Bro. Kyron is going to be trash this year. Oh, okay. Let's... Smitty, I thought you were smart. Why would you trade for a running back that scored 12 rushing touchdowns, 15 total 2 years ago, and then last year he scored 14 on the ground? Why would you trade a guy that's a touchdown machine? Why would you trade for a guy like that? I thought you were smarter than this, Smitty. Yet, here you are. Here you are consuming this content right now, and you're clearly not absorbing it. I mean, imagine thinking that Brock Purdy, I mean, he's a Niner fan, but imagine thinking that Brock Purdy is a ridiculous trade away request. And if he called in, he would totally backtrack. He would backtrack like a Bobby, like we've never seen before, ever. All right, let's hit these. Mute yourself real quick, caller. I'll be right with you. Everybody on the phone line, mute. If you're not muted and I see or hear your volume levels up, I will hang up on you because I hear one of you mouth breathing right now. I hear a. So everybody mute. Everybody mute. J1, you're live. Everybody else mute or you get hung up on. J1, go.
Right on, Smitty. First draft today. Couldn't be more stoked. It's tough from the first pick to get the full Smitty solar system, but
it is.
Here's my lineup. So starters: Bo Nix, Hampton, Henry, Harvey, Chase, Egbuka, Samuel.
Crush it.
Otten is my tight end. My bench is Mims, Tesla, Bryant.
You crush it.
Pearsall with Charbonnet and Sampson and Penix. I'm so happy.
You crushed it, bro.
Yeah, it's tough from the first pick. I lost.
Yeah, it is tough from the first pick.
CPR. I couldn't be happier. It's easy to get the 3 H's in the first pick. But it was a marvelous draft, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
you did good, bro.
Guidance, and it's
you did awesome.
Fun. It's going to be fun. Crush it.
Congrats on that.
Bye. Thanks, brother. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Call back if you got another one. Appreciate you.
Bye, brother.
All right. Let's go over to Travis. You're live, and man, look, bro. I know you're new to football, but you might wanna stop putting these receipts out there. Look, I like you, but hold on. Let me read this at the megaphone. This one's good. Look, I like you, Smitty, but Kyron is not the dude. I mean, I know he has been for 2 straight years, but he's not the dude. And the Niners are going to be dope. Look, Smitty. All right, go ahead, Travis. You're live.
Yeah, just quickly, I'll let you get to the callers. With Kai Williams, I see a lot of people ask about him, or they're trying to figure out who they should drop him or whatever. Like
Niner.
in redraft, like you said, he, he's not really a guy that you need to draft, I don't think. But
which player? Which player?
Kyle Williams.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Williams.
Yeah. And part of me, I love.
The great piece though.
Yeah, and I love what we saw. Let me merge. Scotty, mute yourself real quick. I'll be right with you in a bit. Yeah, we saw what Thornton did today, catching that touchdown, and bro, he looks good. But he also could be a candidate to move from the Moon Man list and just sit on the midseason monster list, because it's easy to think that guys like that will ball out, and I think he could. But he also could take time, so I haven't decided on that one yet. But Kyle Williams, we could get really excited about. That could take time. Trey Harris could take some time. I still like Trey Harris, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to call as to when it's going to happen.
And the thing with Kyle Williams is he's a really good route runner. And I mean, obviously we know he has the speed. He burns guys in camp and preseason or whatever. But right now he's kind of stuck on the outside. As long as if Diggs is healthy, and Pop Douglas and Chisholm and all these guys who, do all their damage out of the slot, or a lot of their damage out of the slot, and, shorter routes and within his offense. You also have to wait for him to get to the point where
he's a ways away. Low grind says Smitty's a Cardinal fan. Relax. Which is so funny because, obviously low grinds, you don't know how to separate your Niner fandom from football, but I do. I'm not a Cardinal fan. Not when I'm on this show. I'm not a Cardinal fan. I'm not a Bills fan. I'm not a fan of any team when I'm on the show. I'm the most unbiased person you'll ever come across creating content. Whether you want to believe that or not, that's totally up to you. I could care less. I'm here to either help you, or you can just try and go around what I'm saying and keep losing. Biggest Niner hater, you again don't even have me pegged right. Everyone in here will tell you couldn't be more further from the truth. You know how many players I've talked up? And you probably hate Debo right now. I've been talking Debo up for years. I've been talking Mason, Garendo. We have videos dedicated to Niner players, my boy, that we play all the time. The Garendo, the Mason videos. And Debo, Niner fans are so off base half the time. They hate Debo now. He lost a step. That's why we got rid of him. Yeah, because you're just so worried that you got rid of him too early, because you did. But the fact that you bring up the Cardinals is so funny to me, because it means you don't know ball. Like, you come in here and start saying, Smitty, you're a Cardinal fan. That's going to sting me. Like, oh, God, you got me. I'm a Cardinal fan. Oh, that's why I'm talking. Have I said anything about the Cardinals tonight? Like, low grinds, have I said one word about the Cardinals tonight? What are you even talking about, bro? Doesn't even know what he's saying. Loved Mason. We were higher on... Look, low grinds, I was higher on Mason and Garendo than you were, and you're a Niner fan. That's embarrassing. Go ahead, Travis.
No, just real quick. In redraft, would you trade Jacobs and DJ Moore to get Jesse? Specifically redraft.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's easy. That's light work.
Yep.
That's light work. All right,
thanks.
All right, hold on one second. Travis, I'll be right with you. Let me see if I can. Let me merge this call here. All right, everybody on my phone line. Do I have everybody on here? Let's see here. I don't know what's going on with my phone line. Travis, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what. Trying to merge everybody. I've got a grip of callers that are over. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Let's see if I can merge this guy in. I don't think I can merge him in. Travis, you still there?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just leave it. I don't know. The only problem is I can't see the phone line, the callers now.
You know what? I was gonna say at some point you can't even get through if there's too many callers. People calling in and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Just give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get through these super chats real quickly. 12-team full PPR: Purdy, May, Hendy, Chase Brown, Neighbors, Pickens, Tet, Egbuka, McBride. Thoughts on the team? Too many rookies? No, it's all about the right rookies. Never too many rookies. But Purdy, May, I don't love the quarterback situation. Of course, I don't like Purdy as my starter. We've already made that abundantly clear. There's people in here that don't understand that. They're wearing Niner jersey right now going, I'm confused. Well, I just need like Brock Purdy. This doesn't make sense. I like May. I don't hate May. I like May a lot. I'm just wanting a little bit more firepower if it's me. But May could prove to be perfect, this season for this type of underrated role, given that you got Chase Brown, Neighbors, Pickens. I like the idea of trading. I love McBride. I like the idea of trading later on for you. Tet gains a little more value too. Like if he has an 80 yards and a touchdown in week 1, which he certainly could, then you could maybe move somebody and get. The problem is you need something else, and I don't want to trade Pickens, Neighbors, Hendy, none of those guys, McBride, Egbuka, Hunter. So you're really waiting on Benson, Braylon Allen, and Jordan Mason, and Tootin. So Tet with one of those guys later is your move. Other than that, it's stand down time, in my opinion, anyway. Just stand down and wait. Let those guys ball out. You got a group of players that don't even have like their ceiling values yet. You could definitely get a lot for these boys later. Oh, we got a $50 hauler from Viral, dropping a wad on screen. Viral, appreciate you, my main man, coming in strong. Head over to the lounge. Viral says, Smitty, can you rank your sleepers? Braylon Allen, JCM, Sharps, Blue, Mims, Thornton, Sampson, Benson, Tootin, Ollie, Tesla, Garendo. Ranking all these would be hard, but let me give you like the guys that are the lead dogs. Charbonnet number 1. JCM probably number 2. I want Mims to be 3 or 4, but he's right now at the ankle. Thornton, I want him to be 3 or 4, but Sampson, I want him to be 3 or 4. Benson's not in the starting role yet. Tootin, I want him to be 3 or 4. Probably going to be like Ollie Gordon right now, just because he can have a 10 touchdown year, even with H-Hand being healthy all year. And I like Tootin a lot. I love Tootin. Tootin's got so much value. He has so much next Bucky Irving value. So does Bigsby, though. But I would say clear Charbonnet, almost tier break, but JCM's catching up. And then it's probably Ollie Gordon. Love Tesla. Those are all good, but it's too hard to rank that entire group because they're so like just close and they're news dependent. They're wind. If the wind's blowing a little one direction. Rate my team: Mahomes, Bijan, Sharps, AJB, MHJ, Bowers, Jerry, Judy, Adunze, benches, Ray Davis, Benson, Bigsby. You're waiting on those bench players to simmer. You're probably waiting on Adunze to prove himself, Jerry, Judy to prove himself, Charbonnet to get the job, keep it, have the value. I don't think there's much to move here. I do like to trade AJB when I can. Get a BTJ, get a London, get a Bucky, get an HN, get a Genty. Might require an Adunze. Might require Benson and Adunze with AJB to go get that type of player. And I do that now. I just think you might need to wait in order to actually get somebody to say yes to it. But I love the team. The Puppy 4 is available now. We'll do that in a minute, Ray G. Thank you for letting me know. I have good problems. QB, Murray, May, wide receiver, Chase, London, Ladd, Hunter, Egbuka, running backs, H.N. Harvey, Hendy, Sharps, tight end, Pitts, and Njoku. I have too much heat. Don't know what to do. I don't blame you, Drift. Good squad. Just lay back. Let it happen, bro. I mean, what are we doing here? There's nothing to do. Nothing to do. Just let it pencil out. You drafted these guys for a reason. I hate when people say that. I'm going to wait until week 3. But, like, your team really is that. You drafted those guys for a reason. Let's see it play out. 8.5, let's just say. Give you a little bit something to work for. But just be vigilant on the waiver wire. Make sure Ollie Gordon's not sitting out there right now. 708 of you in the building. We only have 205 thumbs up. And by the way, we crossed over while I was offline yesterday. We crossed over 34K, so we changed that in the background there. 34K subscribers. We just keep climbing, and I appreciate it. So if you want to be a part of that movement, and we're literally growing hundreds of subscribers per day. I mean, per day, hundreds per day. Hit that subscribe button. We got 708 of you in here. Probably a good 200-300 of you haven't actually hit the subscribe button yet, and hit that bell notification. I go live. I believe I can say, in my opinion, more than any other analyst in the industry. And honestly, even a place like a bigger network of a YouTube, channel, the big brands, they have like 5, 6, 7 analysts. They have 2, 3, 4, 5 producers, and they don't even go collectively live more than I do. They don't have as much video footage up per day, per week, per month than I do by myself. So subscribe. We're here to work. I work for you. So you should be subscribed. Since I work for you, I dare you not subscribe to your own thing. Yeah, I work for you. What are you doing? How dare you not hit the thumb up button right now? You're hitting the thumb up button for you. Because I work for you. 12-man PPR, Superflex auction, JD5 Knicks, BTJ, Rice, Debo, Bucky, Hendy. Look at this squad. Tootin, Ollie Gordon, Milrow. I think I already looked at this one, didn't I? Some of these look the same because everyone's drafting these exact monster replicas. 12-man. I'm probably saying stand down. Superflex, Knicks, and JD5. How do you have Knicks and JD5 and a Superflex? Even a 12-man to boot? And you have Rice, Debo, BTJ, Bucky, Hendy, Ingram. That's crazy. You're sitting on that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, my man. Super chats are cleared. Phone line will be explored. Let's go over to 505. You're live. Everybody else, please stay muted. 505. What's your name and where you calling from? 505. Who is this?
This is Romy.
What's up, Romy?
New Mexico.
What's up, my boy?
How's it going, brother? So I sent my chat in earlier with my team, but I'll talk to you about it again. So I have, for running backs, I have Duchan, Hampton, Walker, Harvey, and Sharp. Do I need to go pick up Ollie Gordon, or am I good to roll with what I have until H.N.'s good to go?
Well, I mean, when I say that Ollie Gordon's a league winner, does that sound like somebody, no matter what your team is, whether you got H.N. or not, should be sitting out there on waivers?
I just don't know who to drop, bro. I'm stacked at receiver. I got BTJ,
okay,
MHJ, Rashee Rice, Saul, and JMO.
And you got no other. I mean, this is that small of a league that you can't drop anybody. You have no running back. You haven't mentioned.
No,
I only have quarterback.
I have one QB, one tight end.
Jeez, bro. Make a trade. You got to try and open up a spot. Now, the good news is because your team stacked everybody else's, I doubt anybody's racing to pick them up anytime before week 1, based on the sound of it. So you need to make a 2-for-1
guys
trade.
With 3 tight ends, 3 QBs.
So JMO, and who's your worst 2 running backs?
Worst 2 running backs are Sharp and Harvey.
Jeez, I don't even know what to tell you. Who's your tight end?
Stand down for now, huh?
Who's your tight end?
Tight end is Pitt.
And who's your quarterback?
Purdy.
Oh, Purdy. Okay, so you're trading JMO. You're trading something. JMO and something to get a quarterback upgrade. Once you get a quarterback upgrade, then you open up a spot, and then you can pick up Ollie. Then you get Ollie Gordon. Like, who has multiple? You said somebody has 3 quarterbacks. Name a team that has 2 quarterbacks, 2 really good quarterbacks.
Lamar and Jordan Love, 85 and Kyler, Baker and Dak, Holmes, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts and Bo Nix.
There you go. So, Brock Purdy, and then name your wide receivers one more time.
BTJ, MHJ, Nico Collins, Rashee Rice, Ricky Pearsall, and J-Mo.
So, I would trade Ricky Pearsall and J-Mo and Purdy to go get a quarterback upgrade if I needed to. Because guess what? It doesn't matter, bro. You throw 3 of those guys in there, you just go to the waiver wire. You pick it up 2 more. I mean, your waiver wire. Who are the best players in your waiver wire right now? If you go to like available,
there's a lot. There's a lot of undrafted.
So I'm throwing Ricky Pearsall in because his value's through the roof right now. So if I could go get, obviously I'd try and shoot for higher than the Knicks if I could based on that. But this is easy to fix. But you go get Ollie Gordon, you get rid of J-Mo for Knicks. Straight up I would do in your situation. Because you could just, because at the end of the day you're getting and I just dropped Purdy. So J-Mo for Knicks, and then Ollie Gordon goes in the Purdy spot essentially, and then at the end of the day you're giving me Ollie Gordon, and I don't even know if Ollie Gordon's the best player on your waiver wire. Ollie Gordon and Bo Nix for my J-Mo all day long. Or try Pearsall. Try and keep J-Mo. Go Pearsall and Brock Purdy. See if he'll do that, and just because you're giving him a quarterback back, maybe. See if you can get Bo Nix for that.
Unless you'd rather have any of these quarterbacks over Purdy. I got Caleb, Fields. McCarthy, Lawrence, and Stroud.
Fields.
All waiver wire.
I would drop Purdy and pick up Fields.
Okay.
Penix Jr.?
Penix is there too.
Oh, okay. I think you just solved this. Drop. Oh.
Drop Purdy, pick up Penix?
Yeah. Bro, what are we doing?
Cool.
Purdy. All right. Yeah, you got it solved. But I still look into, maybe, now that you got Penix, I don't think I would worry too much about that move that I just said, but you could still look into trading like Pearsall. What about Pearsall and J-Mo? Well, now you got Pitts and, not that the stacking matters, but Pitts and Penix would be fun. But what if you're trading maybe J-Mo and Pearsall for one wide receiver? You go just shopping for that right player.
Upgrade.
Yeah. All right, my boy. Got to go. Appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you. Thanks, Smitty.
All right, later. 256, you're live. As quickly as you can. Full team reviews are going to be kind of hard right now, so just as quick as you can.
Yeah, Smitty, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Sage from Huntsville, Alabama. Actually blind, man.
Okay.
So I've got a stacked roster with my my 12-teamer. It's a keeper league, so take that as you will. But so rocking Kyler or Caleb at QB. Got Drake London, Calvin Ridley, Ricky Pearsall, Roman Dunze, top end receivers there. Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker, Jordan Mason, JCM, Bashal Tootin at running back, like all bench and whatnot as well. I got to drop 2. I've got Loveland on the bench, obviously Caleb Williams, but then receivers Kyle Williams, Torrey Horton, and Deontay Thornton as late round flyers. I got to drop 2. I'm hanging in there until right before the season starts for kicker and defense.
Kyle Williams.
This year, but
we're dropping Kyle Williams. This is
Kyle
redraft.
Williams for sure.
Yeah. And then who do you think your bottom 3 is? You named a lot of guys you can't retain at all. Who are your bottom 3 guys?
No, sorry. Bottom 3 guys, Kyle Williams, Deontay Thornton, Torrey Horton, Caleb Williams.
Probably Caleb, unless you think you won't have a good backup quarterback and you're going to be scrambling for that later. I mean, I'd rather you have a backup than not.
I mean, it's a fairly deep league. Do you think Deontay Thornton's going to have a role? I mean, I definitely think Torrey Horton's going to have a role. So I'm over here like hanging on to hope that the next Megatron or Julio's and Deontay Thornton maybe.
I like Thornton a lot. I don't know, Horton or Thornton, you could potentially part ways if you needed to keep the quarterback, but this is tough. I'll be trying to trade Walker personally. I'd be trying to get rid of Walker and like a Dunze or Walker and Ricky Pearsall, and then you'd open up a spot, number one. But you do that for like a Kyron or a Walker and Walker Pearsall for Hendy, BTJ, London, Kyron, Hampton type player. I think that's what I'm doing. Walker scares me, bro. I love him.
Walker and Pearsall for Hendy or
Kyron,
nasty like that.
London, BTJ, obviously Genty. If you could give up a little more and get Genty at doing that. If you've got Charbonnet, I don't know if you said that, try and keep him because I think he's a league winner.
Okay.
But yeah, is
it worth grabbing the insurance for Walker with Charbonnet, you think?
Is it worth grabbing the insurance? Charbonnet's like, I don't know if you heard what I just said. Charbonnet's a league winner. So there's no insurance. He's a guy that you need to have no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have Walker. If you have Walker, you need to have him. He's a must-have. But no, I mean, Charbonnet's not somebody you grab as insurance. He's a guy that he insures you. He doesn't, the insurance is all on that side of the table. He'll take care of it. Sharbs is a straight-up league winner, bro. He's one of the biggest monsters we got. We got him on the not only the mid-season monster board, but really, Charbonnet not actually on the, let's see, is he actually on the Mars or not on the Moon Man?
He's on a shuttle to Mars.
Yeah,
Mars
no.
Man. The Moon Man.
So we're offloading Cal Williams and Thornton, but trying to trade Walker and Pearsall for something nasty.
Space Monsters.
Yeah. Definitely.
There we go.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Smitty.
All right, later. I'm surprised we hadn't had Charbonnet on an actual board. He was just the leader of the mid-season monsters for so long that we just kind of left him there. I want to put him on both. All right, as fast as I can get through this, guys. I can't do full team breakdowns. Just don't. I have too many super chats coming in and too many people on the phone line. 808, Scotty Do.
What's up, Smitty? How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Nice team, by the way. What can I do for you?
Dude, so I helped my uncle with his draft. He's been in this league for like 15 years with these older guys. So a lot of players were reached on, like Charbonnet, Braylon Allen in round 5. Tyreek Hill didn't get picked till round 5. DK round 6. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I was able to grab Rice in round 6, Egbuka round 7. It's just
that's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing.
Drake London, I got Drake London in the 3rd round, dude. I went Lamb.
That's really embarrassing.
And then Bucky and London in the 3rd
right.
round.
Stop telling us all this, or we're not gonna respect your team or your draft.
Quick, one more thing. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. One more thing, I'm a Niner fan, of course, and I'm a huge Debo fan. I'm not one of those Niner fans that's like, oh, Debo sucks. I love Debo.
True Debo.
Got love for Debo. I got him everywhere, man. So
yeah.
I'm a Niner fan. Not only draft Niner players because I don't know. Maybe I'm superstitious. Maybe I just not sure. But yeah, man, I love Debo. He's great. That's all I pretty much got, man. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Show every day.
Thank you, Scotty.
You're awesome, dude.
Thanks, pal. See you later. 305, you're live. What's your name and where are you calling from? 305.
What's up, Smitty? Garvey.
What's up? What'd you say your name was? 305.
Garvey.
Garvey. Okay, Garvey. What can I do for you, Garvey?
So, right now I'm in the league. I got a little risk with the receiver room, just Rice. But I also have CMC on the roster. But right now I have a trade on the table where I could get Ridley. Well, I have Ridley. I'm looking to get Ted McMillan. and my tight end's Loveland, so I might want to back up for that. I know Kincaid wasn't that good last year, but he was a little injured. I'm wondering if I should do Jaden Reed and Ridley for Ted McMillan and Kincaid.
I mean, I'd probably rather. I know Ted McMillan, everybody's really high on him, bro, but I'd probably rather have. I think I'd rather have Ridley. I don't know why everyone is so like you. Look, Egbuka's going the 6th, 7th round range until just recently, and Egbuka's better than Ted McMillan, and Ted McMillan's been going in the 3-4 turn on underdog, the 4-5 on non-best ball. I just think Ridley's safer. And I'm not even like, and I like Ridley. We always like Ridley, and I'm not even as high as I should be on him. I admit that, but I just can't. I just can't get behind this value we're throwing at Ted McMillan. He's still got a lot to learn. I like him, bro. But that's not it. I'm not liking that. I'm just not. I'd rather you do something different. This is very bland trade anyway. You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'll trade you. You know, this mediocre. Yeah, I'm saying Ted's mediocre, but just I don't want to swap Ridley and Ted. I mean, it could go either way. I would probably try and add something to your Ridley and try and upgrade him even more than Ted. But that's me. I'd take Egbuka over either one.
Yeah, I'll try to get Egbuka. Egbuka, someone reached on him in the 5th round, so maybe I might not be able to get him.
What about Debo? What about Debo and something? Or what about JSN seems very disrespected. MHJ, JSN, you might have one of those guys. JSN, MHJ, Garrett Wilson, very disrespected. Try getting those guys using Ridley and something. That's gonna be my advice. All right, got to go, bro. Appreciate it. Call back if you got another one. 272, you're live. What's your name, 272?
Yeah, it's Alex from Pennsylvania.
What's up, Alex? What can I do for you? Super chat, so I'll get 1 second.
Yeah, so I got my draft tomorrow, 12-man redraft, full PPR. So I'll just give you my top 6 guys and see how you feel about this. So I'm picking at the 12 spot, and then I got the Terran at the 1 spot in the 2nd round. So I'm trying to replicate this for tomorrow night. It would be Genty, Bucky, Trayvon, Harry, Travis Hunter, and Egbuka, right? So I get Trayvon at the end of the 3rd round, and I get Terry. How do you feel about Terry in the 4th round over guys like Pickens and stuff? Pickens, Evans?
No chance. No chance I'm taking.
I'm trying to avoid.
No chance I'm taking.
To take Terry?
No. He's going to be a big injury risk, bro. He's 30 years old, and he's held out all offseason. You know, he's in the building yesterday, and you know that was a good sign that he's going to play. But bro, he's been holding out the entire offseason at 30 years old. The injury risk is through the roof.
Yeah, it is a big risk. And then in the 5th round, because I got the last pick in the 5th round in the early 6th, so I went Travis and then Egbuka early 6th. If Egbuka's not there, if Travis not there, I'd probably just go Egbuka Rice. How do you feel about that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd crush Rice at that value, but be careful not to cement yourself into just these exact players. You know what I mean? But yeah, Rice anywhere in the 5th round or 6th round is crazy. That's insane. Debo after that, Mahomes right around that territory. But yeah, these are all easy, light work decisions. If you get on the clock, pretty hard to say that Rice isn't the best player available without even looking if you're in round 5 or 6.
In a draft, would you draft Brian Thomas and Hunter on the same team?
Sure. Yeah, we've answered that like on the show, and I answer that almost every week. But on the show today, we talked about that. But yeah, I no problem with it at all, because Hunter could score a touchdown running a touchdown in a jet sweep, end around, every 3rd game. So that's easy.
Yeah.
Not worried about it. Plus, you're getting
Yeah,
Hunter
Smitty.
so late. It's not like you're stacking your second and third round picks with the two players. It's not like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. People do that in best ball, and it's like you're paying third round value for T. Higgins. You're paying first round value for Jamar Chase, and now if one of them doesn't have a big game, you're kind of screwed. Whereas Hunter's a fifth or sixth rounder in some cases, so that's easy. All right, my boy, I got to go. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Last one, real quick.
All right, so say if Trayvon's gone in the end of the third, and I got guys like James Cook, Chuba Hubbard, and Pickens. Out of those three guys, who would you take if Trayvon was gone?
If Henderson was gone, which he should, you'd be taking Henderson before that, bro. You talking about what round?
End of the third round.
End of the third. I'm sorry, end of the third round. Well,
yeah.
Pickens is way too early for the third round, bro. Like we're talking about.
No, I'm saying fourth round. Like it would go Trayvon, and then early fourth would be Pickens.
I like Pickens. I don't know if I want him at early four. I'd love him at five. Give me other names in the fourth round that you're looking
James Cook, Kamara.
No.
I know we don't like Walker on the show. Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba's okay. Chuba's not bad. I think there's still better players. I like Mike Evans a little bit, but I wouldn't have a lot of shares of him just because he could age out in the middle of the year. There's probably still other players.
Yeah, and I feel like I just don't want. I don't want Egbuka and Evans on the same team.
Hampton there. Someone.
Well, you can only go in like middle third round. I feel like it's hard to get him there.
I don't know. I'm not loving these names right here. I feel like you're a little off on the ADP. You'll have somebody better than that, but who knows? I don't mind going JD5 or Josh Allen if they were to fall, and if they don't fall and all these guys are gone, someone's gonna fall. But Pickens, I like Pickens a lot. Just early fourth is you're buying him a little high, but I love Pickens. I think Pickens is gonna ball out. So worst case scenario,
JD5 is there. I'll go Trayvon JD5.
Yeah, easy. All right, later, bro. All right. Let me clear this phone line and then go back to the super chat. So 408, you're live. 408, as quickly as you can. What's your name?
Thanks, Manny. What's going on? My name is Manny.
What's up, Manny?
Hey, so I talked to you once about this before, but I play in a 12-man keeper league, full PPR. Out of the first, there's a lot of guys in the top 2 rounds that are basically off the board. I want to say like anywhere from 6 to 8 people. Besides for the first 6 picks, which are going to be, you
got to speed it up, bro. I got to move on with all this stuff. It's a little backstory's killing me.
Do you have any? Last question.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Only question. Do you have any problem reaching for Drake London in the 7 or 8 spot?
No, but if Genty's there, I'm not doing that. But if Genty's gone, then I could understand. But I'm not.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm trying to target Genty first, but like I said, the keeper, a lot of the top guys are going to be out of there. So I'm thinking about essentially reaching for London, and then I think the next best available back is going to be Hampton and Kyron. And that was kind of my thought process. Do you hate reaching for London in the first round?
I mean, if Genty's there, I'm taking him. If I'd rather, I don't mind London there. I don't, but I think you're going a little high because he doesn't really live there at all. So I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. It depends on what you end up with. Like I've said in videos, if you're reaching on one round, so this is round 1, and in round 2 you get a steal, and you get a player that I arguably could consider a round 1 player. So let's give you the example of London and Bucky. Then Bucky is so good in your second round pick, I could literally swap those and feel better and say, well, you got Bucky in 2 and I'd take him in 1, and you got London in 2. So at the end of the day, it worked out perfect. So as long as you take that player, if you take Hampton in round 2, you're reaching on London, you're reaching on Hampton, and it's a reach fest, bro. You got to be careful. You can't be reaching on everything, and there's no way that these players are gone unless it's a written-in keeper league where you got players written in and taken off the board.
Also, the other people that would be available would probably be like a CMC, a Nico, Neighbors,
Nico's
Amon-Ra.
neighbors. I mean, those are great players. Those are players that are fine at that territory. Like if you were to go, let's say Genty or even Achan or honestly, like I don't know. If you were to go, let's say St. Brown or BTJ or London, and then you get St. Brown or Neighbors or whatever later, then yeah, those two wide receivers are fine. I'm not necessarily, it's not my favorite approach is to go wide receiver, especially if you can't find running backs like even Bucky at your corresponding second round pick. That means they're getting ripped off the board. If Genty, are you saying Genty's gone? Because at 7, he's normally not gone.
The reason why I'm talking about reaching is I'm assuming that if I'm at like 9 or 10, Genty's going to be gone. If I'm like 7 or 8, I'm taking Genty all day. So I was just thinking that London over Collins, Neighbors.
But you're saying London at 7. You're saying London at 7. That's what the argument is. So
we'll say the person at 5 or 6 takes Genty, right?
Then somebody else is falling. Like so, it's hard to work through all this. I mean, JJ's there then, you know.
Okay, so you don't have an issue taking Collins, Neighbors, or Amon-Ra over London.
I like London better in a vacuum, but I think I can get away with London in round 2. And if I can't, I mean, I'd have to be on the clock. I'd have to see who's there. It's too hard to work this out, bro, without having the board there. I got to roll. Appreciate you. And if you got another one, you can call back if I open the phone line back up. All right, later, bro.
All right, later.
Yeah, later. It's just hard to go through those exact, like you got, sometimes want me to pick the exact scenario of what you may or may not be faced with without any of the information on, I can't really give you an exact. 734, you're live. What is your name? Where are you calling from? As quickly as you can. No full team breakdowns. I got to roll.
Hey, Smitty. This is Pat from Michigan.
What's up, Pat?
I've got, I'm on a 12 team league just last Sunday. I got pretty good running backs, but I'm wondering if I should try to scoop in there and get some wide receivers that are better than what I have, or wait till some of my running backs build up. I have Gibbs, Henderson, Harvey, Pacheco, and I had Stevenson, but last week, right after the draft, you said whether I like to win or don't like to win, to drop him and get JCM. And then my wide receivers, I got Pukanuka, I got
Pukanuka. Who's Pukanuka?
Nakua.
Okay. So you got Nakua, and who else? I'm sorry.
I got Nakua, Pitt McMillan, Olave, Downs, Mooney, and
Mooney's out for like half a year, so wouldn't have drafted him, by the way. Okay.
Who?
Mooney.
Oh yeah. He was way down there. He was like in 13, so.
That's where some of the winners are, though, my boy. That's where Ollie Gordon was saying, "Pick me, and you're like, "I'm going with the guy out for half a season. Give me Mooney." So that it's still important.
I know, but we're only allowed to have 5 wide receivers and 5 running backs at any time.
Oh, jeez, what kind of league?
You can't overload. Otherwise,
what kind of league is that? Who? Why is somebody there telling me what to do with my team? I don't think I could handle that. What is it? What is this? All right. Anyway, what's your question? I got to go. What's your question? Hit me with it.
I'm just wondering, what should I do if I should try to trade right now for a better wide receiver, or just wait until, like, say, JCM or Pacheco does good and then try to bulk up with my receivers? Or do you think Puka and McMillan are good enough to run through the whole year, pretty much?
I mean, they're not bad. I don't mind Tet in this role here because you're so heavy running back. But am I trying to trade Tet? I am all the time, just because his value is so high that if I'm and I don't want to say wrong, because I like Tet. I like Tet just because I recommend trading Tet and Ricky Pearsall. It's because their values are really high. I just think that you could maybe You know what I would contemplate doing? It might be hard, but you could try and move Ted and Pacheco for one better player, like a London or a BTJ, or somebody right around that territory. And if you can't do that, I wonder if you could move Nakua and Ted to some team that has only, that has, I don't know, that has.
I mean, I could probably go straight up with Puka for London. I could probably do that.
I would rather have London than Puka personally. I could understand anybody wanting, so I would do that trade. I would do that. Then it's Pacheco and Tet for one slightly better receiver than Tet. Garrett Wilson comes to mind. JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr., and I'd probably go that direction. You pull that off, bro. Your team's phenomenal. London and MHJ. I mean, what are we doing here? Then you wouldn't need Mooney's services anymore. You could let Mooney go.
Well, I mean, I could drop Mooney at any time and pick up somebody else.
You should already have done that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I appreciate you, bro.
All right. Thanks, Smitty.
Thanks, pal. All right, Travis, hang tight if you don't mind. Let me just get through these supers real quickly. Guys, appreciate you dropping the super chats on the channel. Oh, there might be another caller on here. 7707, are you there? Hello? I see, it shows I have this caller on here, but
Yeah, I'm here, Smitty.
Okay, 707. What can I do for you? Real quickly.
I got a 10-man full PPR league coming up. I got the 3 pick. I'm planning on going Gibbs, and I like the idea of going running back. But if someone like Puka were to fall to me at 18, would you take them over like a Bucky or Chase Brown?
No. And Puka at that value is crazy good. That bakes in so much risk that Puka's a smash, but Bucky and Chase Brown are also smashes there. I guess I should say I would consider it, yeah. If you felt like the way that the draft was going to flow, that it was like you had, who would you be taking in one? Gibbs? Gibbs and Puka is so damn good,
I'm
bro.
gonna take Gibbs. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can, I don't think I've ever seen somebody acquire Puka and Gibbs in a draft. So if you pull that off, but still, what?
Yahoo's new X rank came out and it's like Puka at 16.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason why I'm worried about Puka is that Adams is there. And Adams is a connoisseur. He consumes. And Puka has only grabbed 9 touchdowns in his entire pro season, which consists of 28 games, and he has 9 TDs. And now you add Devontae Adams there. And Puka's a big injury risk the way he plays. We love him. He's so aggressive. No hate on Puka at all. But I just think Bucky and Chase Brown are top 5 running backs. You have Gibbs, who's number 1, 2, or 3. You could. I can replace Puka easier than I can replace Bucky or Chase Brown.
I agree because I love the wide receiver values later on. I kind of want to go bully running back.
All right, my boy. I got to go. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let me get these super chats out. Then we'll okay. You like Neighbors more now? Look, Neighbors. It's so hard to, I think, get people to understand my take on Neighbors, and I get that it's confusing. But Neighbors could be the number 1 overall wide receiver per start. I have no doubt about that. I've got it on my board up there. It's been there the entire offseason. I never erased it. Wide receiver 1 potential per start. The context of Neighbors can change whether I'm investing or not. Am I still taking Neighbors? Yes. In a crazy amount of saturation? No. My exposure in a non-best ball setting would be 1 out of the 5 leagues or something that I'm doing. But I'm being asked a question about, do I go London early, or do I try and let London fall to his more natural ADP and take Neighbors and London, which I don't love doing the wide receiver thing much these days, but that is probably where the values are at to fall. So I'm just not reaching at 7 like you said for London, when London never goes at 7. And maybe you don't get him in the corresponding second-round pick. And so because of that, I would consider maybe a trade down. Or if you told me, Smitty, but I can get Bucky in 2, then I'm okay pulling the trigger on London and Bucky. And then in my mind, you could flip those even if you wanted, and I'd like it even more. Bucky, I'd take Bucky at 10 or 11 if I had to, whatever. JJ, there's risk there. I'll have JJ in 1 out of 5 leagues as well. We're talking about no more exposure in a non-best ball environment than 20% for Neighbors, 20% for JJ. And I'd take Genty over both of them every time. So my Neighbors take is not confusing, and it is at the same time. It's that I understand what time it is with Neighbors. It's fire time. It's top 1 to 3 wide receiver. In Dynasty, he's the next Jamar Chase. If not, he is Jamar Chase. But if this team, and maybe Dart's a savior, but I still think even if Dart's a savior, they're not winning enough to have a playoff berth come week 14, 15. There's no, they're still within a sight of playoffs. It's not going to be there, in my opinion. So if we're at week 14, and Neighbors just gets shut down to have his surgery, which he has to have. It's not getting better. It's not a wait and see. It's not a maybe he doesn't need surgery. Maybe he needs a second opinion. He needs surgery. It's going to happen this offseason. So if they've got no playoff hopes, why in the hell would they not shut him down? That's the concern. And so you've got to keep that in mind, but you also can't just pass on Neighbors in every scenario. You've got to have a good amount of risk laid off. You've got to hedge your bets. If I did one non-best ball league, so it's situation dependent. If I did one non-best ball league, it was one buddy league, I would not be drafting Neighbors. If I do 4 or 5 of them, I want Neighbors in one of them. That's kind of the way that you could take my take. It's not an easy thing to get. I get that. It's simple, but it's complex at the same time. It's just, it takes into account all the other things that you guys got going on in your league and how many drafts you have. Smitty approved Penix, Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Omarion Hampton, OJ Hampton, Omarion Hampton, Henderson, Adunze, Egbuka, JCM, Warren. Love the squad. Don't even want you to do anything with this team unless I'm taking, let's say, JCM and Garrett Wilson and going and getting that BTJ now. I would explore that. That's the only thing I'd do. Past that, your team's freaking phenomenal. It's fire. Straight fire. Epic squad. Jonathan, appreciate you. How high are we on taking RJ Harvey? I've been taking him in the early 4th round and Hendy in the 3rd round. I think you're reaching too high on Harvey. Harvey's a 5th rounder, I think. Travis, have you seen, outside of our drafts that we'll do together, have you seen Harvey go in the 4th round? I feel like he's just an absolute steal. No one's
Not
touching
often.
him.
I haven't done as many drafts as other people, but
You're pulling the trigger early. You're the reason. You're the reason you're seeing it. You gotta back off that, bro. Because especially like even today, him not going World Star in the preseason game, people are gonna be like, "Whoa, wait a minute." Like you're gonna be able to get him in the 5th round, man. Harvey should not be going around 4, and he should be. In hindsight, he should be, but he's not going there. 12-man PPR: Puka, Henry, Harvey, Hunter, Buka, Nix, Garrett Wilson, Ingram. Loving the squad. Bigsby Blue. Probably just gonna say on this front, is Henry my favorite player? No. By trading him away for nothing? Absolutely not. Would I take Hendy and let's say MHJ for Henry and you're throwing in Jennings or something? Of course I'm doing that. And would I trade Garrett Wilson and Blue or Jennings or Tootin gains value later? Am I trying to maybe upgrade Garrett Wilson into that BTJ type player? Sure. Past that, very solid, but wait and see for some of that value because you trade too early, you're going to lose something. Great team though. Mahomes, Achane, Hendy, Nakua, JSN, Andrews, Ridley, bench Bigsby, Krosky, Merritt, Debo. Oh man, I personally have Debo higher than Ridley, but by a hair. They're very, very good. Travis, would you start Ridley? And it's okay if anybody else feels differently. That's such a close one. But Travis, are you liking Ridley or Debo week 1?
I don't know, kind of like Debo. Is there a bad matchup for Debo or something?
No, I just think that people they hear all the noise. But what I'd say is with McLaurin out all offseason, Debo's ready, bro. He's so ready.
That's my point. Yeah.
Really, I like Cam Ward, but there still could be, some ups and downs. Dobbins seems like the right pick in Denver. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. There's so many people that still think this. Like, you can't be taking Harvey in 4. He's a steal in 5. People still think JK's, the guy. And even if he starts in name, and even if he starts in name, like, I don't even care if I'm wrong for 3 straight weeks. I was wrong on Chase Brown for 3 straight weeks, and then I wasn't. So Chase Brown's going to win leagues. Didn't look like it in week 1. Didn't look like it in week 2. Didn't look like it in week 3. It definitely looked like it in weeks 4 through 17. So it doesn't even matter. JK might start. What if he does start? Who cares? JK's not lasting. He's not staying healthy. So that's easy call at the end of the day. Andrews flex Ridley. So I put Debo in. Now Krosky, Merritt, and Ridley. Krosky, Merritt, and Debo. Krosky, Merritt, and and even JSN. Krosky, Merritt, and JSN to upgrade. That's what I'd do. Krosky, Merritt, and Andrews for McBride. Krosky, Merritt, and Ridley for MHJ or London, Bucky, Kyron type player. Fantastic squad. Alan, appreciate you. Rate the team and who you would drop if needed for a defense. Travis, I'm going to hang up on you, have you call back so I can get rid of the clicking. I just, when I have too many people, even if I dump them off, call right back if you don't mind. All right, let me see if I can get that cleared out. QBs, Allen, May. Wide receivers, BTJ, Hunter, Worthy, Reed, Genty, Hampton, Sharps, Bigsby. Love the team. Fantastic job. Stand down. Stand down, my boy. Yeah, stand down. Genty, Sharp, you're set. The only thing you could maybe do is Worthy and JCM for a wide receiver upgrade. Try poking around at that. Don't necessarily pull the trigger without checking. Make sure we believe that wide receiver is big enough. Or if you truly believe that I'm going to love it, do it. My bad in my squad is Hendy, not Henry. Then you're set, even more set than I said. Everything else stands that I said, but then you're good to go on leaving that part alone. Nice job. Nice job. Travis, you can call back if you want. Superflex, 12-man, Dak, Hurts, A-Rod, Harvey, Hendy, Bigsby, Gordon, Sampson, Ladd. That's a team right there. Ayuk, Bowers. Did I smash the draft? You sure did. Ladd, Egbuka, Tracy. But would I move Hurts, Dak, Superflex? I mean, Dak and Hurts is awesome. Dak and Hurts is awesome in a Superflex. Harvey, Hendy, Ladd, Egbuka. I like your team. Yeah, I kind of just sit on this one too. You're waiting for, you got Bowers, which is such a sneaky part of this. When you're looking at the team, you're like, good, and then you see Bowers at the end. It's just such an awesome boost to the eval when you find that Bowers sitting there at the tail end of it. Even when I re-looked at him, like, okay, yeah, Bowers, it's a good team. I think you're just waiting. You're waiting for like Ollie Gordon and Sampson and Tracy and Addison to come back, and Kyle Williams is not somebody I'd be holding. Ayuk, I don't care about. I mean, you could put him on IR and then pick up somebody, though. Make sure you're doing that. Jennings is expected to be available in week 1 for the Niners. For anybody that's expecting Ricky to be the only guy, he's holding out. He's not even injured. So Jennings will be ready for week 1. Yeah, that would be my thoughts on that team, bro. Good squad, and thank you for the super chat. Let's do a super flex. Pug says TM. Okay, we'll look into it. Who are you taking 1.2 in a 10-man, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex? Who are you taking at 1.2 in a 10-man, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 2 flex? Bijan, Gibbs. Final answer. At 10-man, I'm going running back almost 9 times out of 10. What's up, Smitty? Got Fields, Barkley, B. Hall, T. Worthy, Bowser. Bowser. That's a better name than Bowers. Bowser. I got Bowser from Mario Kart. Egbuka, The King, Alave, Harvey, Higgins, T-Law, Jordan, Mason, Tootin. Do I need a backup QB or can I drop T-Law for Blue? I don't know, bro. It depends on what the backup QB pool looks like. That decision doesn't have as much to do with your lineup as it has to do with what the waiver wire is going to look like should you go down this road. So at the end of the day, I think with Fields especially being a little sporadic and maybe not a total lock, he's a high-risk, high-reward play. I don't know if I'm just cutting my backup quarterback unless you tell me, oh, Stafford's out there, Aaron Rodgers is out there. Not that those are the greatest quarterback options, but just you telling me that the waiver wire pool is just completely rich in value. So that's a tough one for me to get behind unless I have a little bit more details, my boy. It's just not something that I can tell you right off the bat. But in general, if you could pick up a T-Law just as easy, I don't hate the idea. Blue did injure his ankle a little bit, so we'll have to see how he is on that. But we'll know more probably tomorrow on that. But definitely feel like he's going to be fine eventually. You know, he'll be in the lineup smashing at some point, but he might be more of Blues, moving more toward the midseason monster front than he is anything else right now. All right, let's see here. Callers, just hang tight. Let's everybody hit that Underdog link right here. We're going to jump into a draft right now, so pull up Underdog right here. Here's the link. Smash that link. Do it live. And let's get into a puppy. Jump in 10 seconds. 10. We'll jump into a puppy. We'll look into that pug one. I don't know. I didn't see it yet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Smash that link. Jump in. Jump in. Jump in. So it looks like there's this is what is this? A puppy 4. Puppy 4, what is it, $5? I think it was $5 to get in. Travis, hang tight real quickly. Smitty approved. Penix Jr., Genty, Bucky, Garrett, Travis Hunter. Oh, I already read this one. Yeah, like the team, bro. Thank you for the super chat. What pick did I get? What pick did I get? I got 2. All right. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen. Let me just make sure I can click on the draft first. Once it's okay, it started. With Jamar Chase. Let me expand this out. We'll probably go Bijan here. All right, there we go. All right, this is a puppy 4. First place gets how much? 100K. Doing it live. I like that they added some more puppies and stuff. I didn't know if they were going to. I wasn't sure if it was just going to remain Best Ball Mania. $20 hauler from 724 yet again. Oh no, this is the old one. But still deserves your $20 celebration. Thank you again. For
alert. Super chat alert.
I think the super chats are cleared out. All right, Travis, what else you got? What else you got as I await my next selection?
Yeah, another thing I see a lot of people asking about is trades involving Devonta Smith because of the AJB situation. He looks good, like he's running well in warm-ups and stuff like that. He's just not doing a whole lot. Still, I think they're just kind of holding him off. And like, I understand the risk with AJB, but you wouldn't be boosting up Devonta Smith's value or anything like that yet, right?
I like him, but like 1 out of every 7 leagues am I drafting him, just because where he's going, I see other players I just have to have, and I just can't. I can't grab him. It's not that I don't like him. I'm not predicting bust, but I just see him and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, damn it, I got to take this guy here. So I just can't ever draft him. You know, it's kind of like drafting Ted McMillan. I love Ted McMillan. I know some of you think I don't love Ted McMillan. I love Ted McMillan. The problem is, it's like somebody coming up to you and saying, you know, I don't even know how to word it. It's better just to use the true life example. I view him as a 5 or a 6 7 round league winner. And then when people come up to me and say, "Yeah, but I'm gonna pay 3-4 turn value," it's like, what else can I do but say no? And then it sounds like I'm hating on the guy. But the fact that he's got this value, I still trade him. You know, if Egbuka was going around 3 right now, it would be a very tempted player to sell high. And thank God he's not going that high. But, you know, people got to understand that Ted McMillan's not Emeka Egbuka, in my mind at least. And Buka's not even going at the 3-4 turn. So I don't understand. Like, we'll see where Ted McMillan goes in this draft. He'll probably go at the 3-4 turn.
I think Ladd and Ted McMillan, like, people misconstrue what you mean when you talk about it. It's the ADPs that you're shying away
Yeah,
from.
I like Ladd. I love Ladd in 3. I love him in 3. I love Ted in 6, 7. Absolutely love both those guys. But I look like I'm cutting them down to size when people are stepping out of pocket and drafting them too early. Similar to Bowers. I love Bowers. But if Bowers was going at 7 overall, I would look like I don't love Bowers. If Bucky was going at 3 overall, it's like I would be looking at him different. It sucks, you know. It is what it is. Look at Achane. I mean, Achane's going at 17 overall. What a steal. JT, if he's going at the tail end of 3, I love him. But I'm not taking him at the mid-second. There's too much risk. Okay, I'm on the clock here. Bucky's there. Wow. I don't think I've drafted Bijan and Bucky at the 222 picks in a while. If ever. Maybe in the early offseason. Wow. Wow. We're doing it live. Okay, Kyron Williams here. Do I go running back, or do I take MHJ or Garrett Wilson here?
Go with your gut. It's a good gut.
Let's go, Kyron. Let's try it. Last time I tried this, it didn't work out well. I don't know how many snipers we got in the building here, because if there are snipers in the building, I'm probably going to get screwed. But
go ahead, sorry.
But I was just going to say that what you got to think about from this is it's not about missing one time and running away from the idea. It's about a crazy build like this requires multiple failures to get the players to fall just right with the corresponding draft spot. Maybe the draft spot wasn't good for this. We'll see. But if the draft spot is good for it and players fall, then I smash it. But I probably waste a bunch of $5 drafts, maybe 7 or 9, trying it. But then again, if you land it, so if I land this the right way, this might have the best chance of winning it all. But it might cost the most to try and get it perfect, if that makes sense. And then this one here, would you do Worthy and Bill for JSN? I'd rather have Bill and Worthy. I love JSN, and I might have said look for a player in that kind of trade, and maybe I said JSN, but even if I did, I apologize, because seeing it right now, I think Worthy's close enough to JSN that I'm going to say I'd rather just keep Bill. But maybe I feel differently like tomorrow. That's definitely close. Travis, what do you think on that? Bill and Worthy or JSN? I love JSN, but Worthy could be freaking unbelievable this year. So I don't know.
I'd take Bill and Worthy right now. It's just 2 really good shots at players who could do as much or almost as much as Jason could.
Yeah, we'll see if I should have.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, just because They're talking about it in the chat. Could you just do 20 seconds on why Eckler shouldn't affect JCM?
Well, I mean, he is not a starting running back anymore. He's a change of pace back that will be on the field. Like, he's Rachaad White. He's Rachaad White to Bucky Irving. If Bucky was to go down, Sean Tucker starts, not Rachaad White. You know what I mean? Like, it's Sean Tucker's the starter.
Mm-hmm.
So if JCM went down, it's not going to be Eckler that goes in there, or Eckler's not even going to be. He'll be the starter, the co-starter, the Rachaad White, of last year. Now Rachaad White's not going to be the co-starter this year. It's all Bucky, but definitely feel like we would see the Rachaad White role last year for Eckler if he could stay healthy. But how long is he going to stay healthy? He's 97 years old. See, look at Ted fell further in this draft, but still 4.8 is still high for me because I want him in the 6th, 7th round. So I'm still not on top. I'm still not drafting Ted here, but it's better than the 3-4 turn, but it's still not something that I'm going to get behind. All right, I've got I'm on the clock here. Oh, Travis Hunter, bro. Who sniped that? You son of a bee, bro. Come on, Silver. It's not Silver Rapture. It's another Silver. Bro's reaching like a mad dog. Okay, let's go. I mean, this is a little dangerous here, but I'm going to go Rashee Rice because he is a bona fide top 5 wide receiver. And this particular contest will bank on, having Rice miss less games than people project. And even if he misses just the 4, which is not less than people, that's my worst case scenario in my mind, 4 or 5. I mean, it could be 4 to 6, but that's what I'm banking on. Now I got DK Metcalf or Egbuka early. What do you think, Travis?
I think Egbuka's going to be legit.
I'm just going to go. I'm going to go early Buka. It's a little early, but now reverse engineering this. Would I have been better off going MHJ, Rice, and Buka, or MHJ, Rice, Harvey? So Kyron, Rice, Buka, or MHJ, Rice, Harvey? Kyron, Buka. It's hard to say.
MHJ and Harvey versus Kyron and Buka, basically.
Yeah, that's what I would have. If I would have not gone Kyron, I would have MHJ, and then instead of Buka, I might have Harvey. Although I might have still taken Buka. But
MHJ Harvey might be a slightly higher ceiling.
Maybe.
Pretty close. I think you have a safer group.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it's a mistake. I could have potentially passed on Rice, but so MHJ, and I could have went Buka and Harvey instead of Rice. But I like this. I'm fine with it. Debo, who's this down here? I feel like he's taken 2. Yeah, Chase Brown, JD5, Genty. That's one of our snipers. Debo and 5. You can smell it from a mile away. It's like leaving fingerprints somewhere, bro. RJ Harvey's the highest projected or highest ranked player. He's not going to last, but if he was there, I'd certainly take him. And we got at least one sniper between here and there. Look at team number 9. What in the hell are they doing, bro? Neighbors, London, MHJ, McLaurin, Metcalf, straight wide receiver shopping, and then Connor. There goes Harvey. Joe Burrow's still on the board. I know that person at 1 is going to be so mad at me if I take Joe Burrow. They got Higgins and Jamar Chase. They're going to be so pissed. They're going to be so mad. They're going to probably smash their their computer screen if I pull a Joe Burrow right here. Wide receivers, man, are a little thin here. It didn't quite fall. And I don't think I'm going to push my luck and not take the best player here in Burrow. So I mean, my team is still very, very good once Rice is back. I mean, but I don't have like a great wide receiver 3 yet, and it's going to be tough sledding when Rice is out and just have Egbuka so far. So this is a tough one. Burrow, a guy timed out on Burrow. He timed out on Burrow too. That's a bummer. That sucks for
the wide receiver.
Olave, I guess. I don't know. Addison, Olave. I guess I'll just take a chance on Olave here. I don't love it, but at least he's got. I mean, he was a wide receiver 1 in all of our minds at one point. So it's a decent gamble in best ball where if he balls out, he goes in your lineup, and if he doesn't, you don't have to start him. Next up, should I take Addison here, especially if? Okay, I'll go Addison. So, yeah, they could overlap and cover each other, but they also could screw me, and they both are out the first 3 weeks. but it's still, I mean, I like the idea of potentially having this overlap.
I mean, technically, you could survive with an Olave or Egbuka.
Yeah. Not my favorite team, I would say. Definitely not my favorite team. Addison, Olave, Egbuka, Rice didn't quite fall. Did not quite fall. Don't hate it.
John,
don't hate it. Don't love it.
John in the chat was asking your thoughts on Odunze. How there's some hype starting to build for him. Starting to look like he might be the guy there. So, what's your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely like him, but
cautiously optimistic.
You draft like trash. Well, then you don't have to be here, bro. There, you're gone. Now you're free. Now you're free to go find another channel. How's that? We're gonna go ahead and run this back. I'm gonna continue this draft, but this approach did not work. This did not work. It was fun trying it. Let's see.
Oh, real quick, one more thing. Someone in the chat was asking about the fantasyfootball.com membership. Is it, you were saying, can you do monthly, or you just buy one season at a time? Right?
Yeah, you're gonna buy one season at a time, or you're gonna get the lifetime membership and pay once. But right now, I'm doing a special. 6 months of the Patreon for a new lifetime membership. If anybody wants to jump on that. All right, let's try this. Let's run this back. Let's do this one. Best player available, safe style, instead of going crazy, massively aggressive. And for anybody that wants to complain, like that guy who just got booted because he wanted to be a jerk about it, what do you want me to do? Not try out unique strategies and fail on my dime so that you don't have to do them? I mean, what do people really expect? You don't think it's worth seeing this played out? You don't think you should see a running back, can it work? And like I said, you're going to burn $5 10 times before you get just the right, fall with pick and players. You can't expect to land that. You cannot expect to land the running back, and a 3 wide receiver best ball unless you're going to have, 10 attempts at it, 5 attempts at it. And at $5 drafts, I'm willing to burn $25 to get the perfect draft. Genty, love it. I love starting my drafts off with Genty. This feels so good. Oh, I gotta go and see if I'm on deck in this other draft. Damn it! I gotta try and keep up with this other draft still. Bucky. I'm still going to go running back, but I'm not going to go running back from this. I mean, I don't think so. We'll have to see how it plays out. Yeah. So I got both drafts up. It's going to make it hard not to time out on this other draft, but we're going to go ahead and try and take care of that team still because I don't want to throw. I want to still have a shot in that draft. Aaron says, imagine 600 people were in here also trying to talk on the phone line and 600 people read messages. Yeah, I know. Other people don't understand that. When somebody comes in and says, Smitty, you draft like trash, bro. You think you're going to stay? Like, you think you can argue with me all you want, but when you're disrespectful, you think you're going to stay? I got an open phone line. I'm answering chats. I've been live already for 2 hours and 40 minutes before I even really started drafting, doing content and answering phone calls and chats. And, you think that this is what, bro? We'll see you later, JJ. All right, so coming back around. Go ahead, Travis.
Personally didn't mind that team. I was just going to say, I personally didn't mind that team you have. The depth of wide receiver you're building.
Yeah, I mean, so I did time out when I was trying to get this draft started. I timed it on my queue. I got Bo Nix and Ingram. But I have Addison, Chris Olave, Egbuka, and Rashee Rice. Kyren, Bucky, and Bijan. So, I mean, like, there's there's obviously cons to it, but there's pros to it too. But, yeah, it's a wild team for sure. Not my favorite drafted team I've ever assembled, that's for sure. But I like trying this stuff. Marv is still there. Kyron's still there. Marv just went. Garrett Wilson's there. I could go Xavier Worthy and then no, I don't want to take Rice at 4.3. If Rice fell to 5.10 and I already had Worthy, I'd kind of like that team. I hope Garrett Wilson falls. That's kind of the player I want right here. Okay, on the clock. Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson. Ted McMillan is the 4th or 5th suggested player right here based on the ADP data, which means Ted McMillan's getting drafted at 39 overall, which is my exact 4.3 pick. That is where he's going. 39 overall. It's too high. It's way too high. Way too high.
After this next pick, I got a quick question for you.
All right, I know who I'm going to take here unless this guy goes RB and takes him just because he's... Nope, he didn't. Okay, I'm going to go Hendy here. So, Hendy... So, I went running back. Okay, so this is kind of the compromise. Go running back, Garrett Wilson, running back, instead of running back, and I love it even more. Like this, but this draft slot is conducive for it. Like the other draft slot wouldn't allow me to have Henderson. This is perfect. So Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Henderson. Love that start. And then we'll probably get a Debo, Egbuka, Travis Hunter on the turnaround here. So love this team so far. This is how you start. And if that one guy just would have been patient instead of coming in here guns blazing, well, I mean, look, you like this show. Maybe you shouldn't be a disrespectful person to the chat or to the host or to the channel in general. And if you don't like the show, then good. I mean, then go somewhere else. But I never understand why somebody who comes in and tries to disrupt the chat or be like someone that's extremely rude and then expects to stay. Like, if the channel is important to you, wouldn't you just be like, I'm gonna tread lightly because I don't really want to get booted from the channel I like and watch every day? I just don't understand people sometimes, and I don't understand why I'm so hungry. I think I need some Taco Bell. Taco Bell's open till 1 usually, right? 1 or 2.
I'd say so, yeah. Oh, real quick, Cam Dino in the chat was asking, would you trade Harvey and Rice for K9 and Egbuka. That's a no, right?
Harvey and Rice for K9 and Buka. I got an auto in this draft. Hold on. Not this draft, but the other draft. They turned on auto. I screwed up. I can't do two drafts at once and the live stream. And you spend too much time crying about trolls. You spend too much time crying about me crying about trolls, Curtis. Travis, what did you just say?
Harvey and Rice for K9 and Egbuka.
Harvey and Rice for K9 and Buka. Harvey and Rice. Not close. All right, let's see if Rice falls here. If so, I'm taking him here. This is a fan. Damn it, he had Worthy. I knew he was going to do that. Ugh. I got to go Debo here. So Garrett Wilson, Debo. I want a Rice. Harvey would have been nice. I would have definitely grabbed Harvey again here. I don't think he's coming back to me. This guy's going to be so mother freaking pissed off. Look at him. He's going to waste all his time drafting. He's like, no! I finally got the Worthy Rice stack. You son of a... Oh, poor guy. I wasn't trying to do that to you, pal, if you're watching. He's so mad right now. He probably smashed his keyboard. All right, so what do we think of this team, chat? Genty, Bucky, Garrett, Hendy, Debo, Mahomes. Fantastic. That's a team. That is a team. That guy's hot pocket went flying off the table when he smashed his hand down and it hit the plate. The hot pocket's just like going across his basement.
Wake up mom to make another one.
Why'd I go Mahomes? Why do you not go Mahomes, Mark? What do you mean why? What kind of question is that? Why'd you go Mahomes? Are you one of those? Are you one of those people that are like you got to stack him? Why would you take him if he's not stacked? Why would you take anything that's not stacked? And I heard you've got to stack everything or you just can't win. I heard this somewhere. I heard it. Yeah, his mom, I'm not hungry for the meatloaf. He lost his appetite for the meatloaf, D-Rock says. Ma, cancel the meatloaf. We didn't get Mahomes. We had the Worthy Rice and the Mahomes, Ma. Cancel the meatloaf. Don't want it. Slap is still there. Sam Laporta. What RBs? Let's see what we got. Okay, you know who I kind of like here? Oh, wait. I don't want to say it because this guy's probably watching the stream now and going, who you like, buddy?
Oh, he's on a revenge tour.
Who do you like? Wide receiver. Oh, man. The wide receivers are really thin here. So, Jaden Reed. And then it's like 13 players, 13 wide receivers I don't like. From Pittman to Josh. Like, Josh Downs is okay. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a reach here. grab Zach Charbonnet. I know I don't necessarily need him, but it's best ball, rotational, optimal scoring. I either go Travis Kelce on this flip around, or, and if Kelce goes, I'll grab Ingram. I don't even need to have it stacked. I mean, Ingram's going to ball. But the thing is, like, I don't know what I want wide receiver-wise. It's literally straight down. Jaden Reed I kind of like, but he's injured. Jaden Reed, Downs, I like Downs a little bit. Jaden Higgins, Keon Coleman, I like them, but I could take it or leave it. Godwin, Kupp, Mooney, Shaheed, Luther Burden, Bateman, Christian Kirk, Brandon Ayuk, Marvin Mims. There's no one there. There's literally 14 wide receivers that I essentially just read. I skipped over a couple guys I would never draft. I'm going to wait until the come back around. I don't need to grab this wide receiver 3 here. A lot of people look at this and they say, Smitty, you can't wait this long on wide receiver. I absolutely can. I absolutely can, and I will. I'm not going to grab a wide receiver I don't love. I need
like Downs with the right quarterback would be good. But I don't know how he can be consistent.
Smitty, there's a 3 wide receiver tournament, Smitty. Thanks, pal. Goodness gracious, bro. And I've been sitting here this whole time, doing this for a living every single day.
All these years.
Bro, I'm so glad you told me.
So are we doing the margin draft tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. Or today.
The big problem is still haven't heard anything from Russian Collusion.
Russian Collusion, if you're out there, we have the Marsman draft tomorrow, bro. You're going to auto on the draft, unfortunately. I'm not going to kick him out, though. Really? I don't want to kick him out, but he's going to auto.
Yeah, no.
He's going to auto. I'll try and email him.
Unless he said something today. I haven't looked at the chat.
Bucky and Genty are elite. They are. Look at this team, man. Genty, this team.
No, he's good. Russian's good.
Russian.
He finally came around. We're good to go. Well, we're at 3.
Okay, what's my auto team doing? Let's see how my auto team looks. I don't know. I'll have it surprise me later. Yeah, Bonix was a steal, for sure. All right, on the clock here in a second. Luther Burden's a fantastic wide receiver 3 in this scenario. We're going to go a little Luther Burden here. Love him. He's a dog. Dog mentality. Probably my favorite wide receiver after that. You guys know the drill. I'll wait on announcing it, though. Like, look at the receivers that are going up where I took Charbonnet, where I took Kelce. Shakir, Keon Coleman. Pearsall, Golden, those guys were around above. Zay Flowers, those are all great options, but they weren't there. We're talking about in rounds 8 and 9. Coleman, injured Jaden Reed, Shaheed. I like Downs. I would have taken Downs, but Burden to me is a dog. I love Burden. Burden's crafty as hell. Not to mention this other player I'm taking next is one of my big-time sleeper wide receiver 3-4s. Unless he gets snagged here, which he did not. So we'll go ahead and grab him now. His name is Marvin Mims. He was a top 7 wide receiver in the last 6 games of the season and was not even used until the last 6 games of the season. I like Coleman sickness, but I'm not like going out of my way to grab him, my boy. I'm just not. What are my thoughts on Pollard? Not going out of my way to draft Pollard either. Don't hate him, though. Thank you, Toyota. Appreciate you. Any wide receivers taken 6-7 you would prefer over Mahomes? No. Nope. Parasol, nope. Even if he was there. He wasn't, but if he was there. Golden, no. Flowers, no. Dunze. I like a Dunze. Dunze's not bad, but no. None of these receivers. Bro, none of them. Like if Egbuka were there, I'd take Egbuka. But he wasn't.
Where's Egbuka going in the draft now?
Where's Buka?
5, 6.
Let's see. Let's see where he went in this draft here. Let me scroll up. Buka went at going so high now, bro. This one was 553. Not bad. I mean, I've seen him going 4.
He could definitely be in 6 in some redrafts because sometimes the receivers go a little lower. So 4, 5, 6, somewhere in that range.
In my buddy league, I'm sure I'm going to get a couple low ball offers from soon. Like where someone wants to give me like Joshua Palmer for him or something. Like, bro, he's not even. I mean, when Godwin comes back, they're just going to try and sell him. When Godwin comes back, he's not going to even be able to.
He's a rookie.
I don't know why everyone keeps asking why I drafted Patrick Mahomes. Like, what do I need to explain to you? Here, let me see if I can find it for you. Let's see if we can muster up a. There you go. Here you go. Here you go.
It's Chiefs season. Mahomes is scoring 45 plus touchdowns. Let them cook.
Let's see here. God, I need some Taco Bell bad. It's only 12. What do you think the odds are of getting food poisoning after 12 at Taco Bell though? Probably higher.
Significantly higher.
But if I go before 1, I'll probably be okay.
I guess it depends, yeah. If it's like a place people go after bars and stuff, then you're probably all right. Because they're going to make new stuff.
All right, so I went a little early. I'll pick shopping here. I love Bully QB. The wide receivers here, I got to decide if I'm going to grab Penix Jr. here and Bully QB, Walmart style, or do I go with Trey Harris, Hollywood Brown, Dante Thornton? I could go Thornton. I got guys like Bryant and Horton and Pat Bryant later that I can grab. You like Thornton here or Penix Jr. and then just grab like Tesla's and guys like that later, who I think is fantastic for this type of contest.
I kind of like with hits and second QB and how much riskier are the receivers you'll take over Thornton?
Somebody's spying. Penix Jr. was literally like 20 players away. So nice job. Draft your own team, pal. Thornton it is. Thornton it is. Let's see here. Life, appreciate your super chat. Oh, I got another super chat here. Somebody said Smitty checked the super chat. Sorry about that, 9016. Can I dial in Smitty second? I'm in second. Like your last draft, I want your opinion. Real quickly, just because I'm in the middle of this draft and I can't really retain a lot right now while I'm drafting. So very, very briefly. Because I can't even go over your whole team or anything while I'm drafting. There's just no way. Horton. 10-team PPR QB, Knicks, Penix Jr., running back, Genty, Harvey, JCM, Davis, Scatterbo, London, Garrett Wilson, Hunter, Debo, Thornton, McBride, and he moves. Love the team. Like it a lot. Your team's really fire. I would probably say you're just maybe trying to trade like JCM and Garrett Wilson for a BTJ, London, Bucky higher up player. Look, JCM's got tons of value right now. Garrett Wilson, you might have to wait. Maybe both of them go off in week 1, so don't like undersell it right now. It's certainly something I would consider moving maybe even after week 1, but that's really the main thing I see there. Everything else I like, and I don't really want you to even swap it out. Thank you for the super chat. I drafted RJ Harvey tonight. Thank you. Appreciate you, Austin. Nice job. Drafted in a 14-man PPR work league. How did I do? 7-pick. Genty, Chase Brown, Burrow, Rice, Hunter, Ingram, Mims, Sharps. I like it. 14 teams, tough, bro. That's a really good squad. And to have Penix Jr., Ollie Gordon, Tootin, Bill Krosky, Merritt, you got so much trade value. So let it simmer. None of that value is ready to be sold yet, except for maybe Bill. And if you could sell Bill high, I guess I would. Do I take Horton or Pat Bryant here, assuming that Mr. Sniper is going to take one of them?
And Horton, maybe. I mean, they're both kind of in the same position.
Yeah, I mean, I have Mims, so I could grab Pat Bryant to be safe, but let's go ahead and take...
Either one.
I'm going to take Pat Bryant to be safe here.
Yeah, that's safer.
Yeah. And then right here, 7-pick. Yeah, so if I'm you with this team, I love this team. I'm maybe trying to take Krosky, Merritt, and I don't know what you upgrade, though. If Mims is a starter, you could try and do that. Charbonnet. I'd probably just...
That was nice, too, though.
Yeah. I don't want to trade any of those starters. I'm going to say stand down life. Take that team into the season, my boy. Thank you, Austin, again for the super chat. Take it into the season, my boy. All right, do I take Horton here, or do I assume that... Actually, let's go ahead and do it. I'm a little worried about a player that I don't want to get snagged, though. Don't say it yet if you know it, Travis. I'm a little bit worried. But I definitely think it might work out. It could pencil out. We'll see. ADPs are kind of wild right now, though, on some of these guys.
With what do you see JCM ceiling at? Like, obviously, right now he's like an RB2-ish type guy, but how high, like, ranking-wise, do you see him going? Like, you see him being an RB1 in that offense? See him limited?
I'd probably say, if I had to guess, I mean, JCM, that offense is fantastic. I think we're getting... Yeah, I think we're getting running back 2, maybe mid to high-end running back 2 production if he's getting all the work, just because it's JD5, it's Washington, it's high octane, wide open rushing lanes. I mean, look at how both Ramirez and JCM were ripping off, or Rodriguez, were ripping off those the just insane runs. Rodriguez first started off hot. I say Ramirez. Rodriguez is ripping them off, and then JCM's ripping them off. Just wide open lanes. And granted, it's number 2s. It's it's preseason. I get all that, but it really is going to be wide open rushing lanes for days. For days. All right, my boy's still there. I don't know if he's going to last, but he's still there. Don't take Darius Slayton. Don't do it. Don't take Slayton. Don't do it. Don't take Alec Pierce. I got screwed in my backup QB spot, though. I normally have 2-3 QBs behind Mahomes at this point. All right. I think this is a pretty big move for my team. We'll go with Isaac Tesla doing it live. Okay, I think we're good at wide receiver now. I mean, I got a boatload.
Yeah.
Got Kelsey, Pitts. Probably have to roll with the 2 tight ends. I need one more RB. I need a backup quarterback. I mean, I'm in trouble. Aaron Rodgers, Jackson Dart. I almost like Dart more than Rodgers because by the time week 10 comes around and Mahomes is on a bye, will Rodgers be upright? I don't know if he will.
Yeah. It's for sure safer to go Dart. I think Dart's definitely starting. But, maybe sooner.
I'll just do it now because I don't know who's listening and I can't afford not to have a solid quarterback. He looks really good. I like his moxie. I admit there's things that I miss, guys. I think I probably was a little hard on Dart. I kind of like what I'm seeing. I do like him. Look, I mean, it's August 24, Maybe I didn't build the train or conduct it, but I don't think it's that late to get on a train on August 24th. But I don't know how much I'm feeling it. I definitely want to have I want to grab onto the back of the train and kind of, it'll drag me for a little while, and I think I'll climb on.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I just don't question the ceiling.
Yeah.
How good can he be? But I think he can be solid.
Yeah. And maybe Dable will be a quarterback whisperer again.
I was going to say, that might
hard to
give him some more credit.
TM42 says, remember you laughed at me for liking Dart. I don't, but I believe it. It's definitely a player I didn't think I think they should have. I still think drafting Shador would have probably been very, very good. It would have been a great outcome. But I was wrong. I think that Dart doesn't have the moxie. He does have the moxie. Who won the last draft? Not me, because I autoed. I only got Bo Nix. It only gave me one quarterback. Oh, bro. I got screwed. Jalen McMillan, son of a bitch. Oh, man, it gave me 9 running backs. I have position limits. Why doesn't it? Didn't even use them. Oh, that's right. It was only $5. Thank God it wasn't a $5 or a $25 Best Ball Mania. I got screwed. Running backs. With this running back room that I have, Genty, Bucky, Trey, and Charbonnet, I might just go. Yeah, I don't see anything. I like Sean Tucker here, cuffed to Bucky. And so I've got Bucky, Sean Tucker by week 9, Charbonnet by week 8, Genty by week 8, Trey Henderson by week 14. Now, I could go another quarterback. I probably should. I got Mahomes and Dart, different bye weeks, but I probably should go another quarterback. But am I better off getting Brashard Smith? Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers, or Jalen Milroe, who had some fumbles tonight, but let's keep in mind he doesn't have his, not like he's out there with everybody. What are we doing? 10 seconds. Anthony Richardson for upside.
I like A. Rich for upside. That late, yeah.
Why not? I mean, Danny Dimes in there in week 10, I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But will A-Rod or Anthony Richardson be healthy, though? Yeah.
All right. I'm going to get off the phone, Smitty.
All right.
I'll talk to you later. Right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to end it anyway. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Later. All right. I'm going to close the phone line down, guys, so I'm not tempted to answer it for anybody. Sorry. Phone line is closed down. Can't even see it. Super chat from TM. Appreciate you, TM, for the super chat. Squad is complete. Not my favorite team. Probably two back-to-back mediocre teams that I've drafted tonight. In my defense, I'm running a live stream. In my defense, I'm answering super chats. But it doesn't matter because this is what I do for a living. So I should be highly trained to do it. I still like the team, though. Genty, let me scroll up here. But not my favorite. Not my best work. I'll say that. Not my best work. But it's still good. Mistakes were made. Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Hendy, Debo, Mahomes. Couldn't start better than that. Charbonnet, Kelsey, fantastic. Luther, Burden, Mims, not bad. I mean, honestly, Garrett Wilson, Debo, and Mims or Burden, and I got Pat Bryant. I think I'm going to get pretty decent production out of that. But, yeah, you know, definitely not my favorite squad. Definitely not my favorite squad. And then we'll scroll down a little bit. Got Thornton, Pat Bryant, Horton, Tesla. Tesla could be my wide receiver 3 the way that things are looking. He's just such a monster. He keeps coming into points, into opportunities, takes advantage of everything. Zach Charbonnet, league winner. Henderson, Bucky, Genty. I mean, my running back stable is as good as anybody's by far and away. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This team's okay. Not a bad squad. Where should we be drafting JCM? I mean, that's a question that's hard to answer. 9, 10. Just dropped Tank for JCM. I had no choice. I don't know if you're going to send me on a lap. No, I mean, look, I love Tank Bigsby and JCM. I'd rather have JCM by a hair, but I'd probably drop my kicker and hold out and try and make a move or something, you know, versus that. But I don't know. I'm not thinking you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. All right, everybody. Appreciate you. Make sure you rewatch the stream. This is a 3-hour show. 3-hour tour. 3 hours and 11 minutes. Holy crap. All right. Off to Taco Bell. Appreciate you all. I leave you with the Supernova men.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon men, but only 8 can be Supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 Supernovas. They are the 8 Supernovas. The hateful 8 Supernovas. I'm looking at the 8 Supernovas.
Actually, you're looking at the 11.
Supernovas. The magnificent 11.
The 11.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight
Beautiful.
of the Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
It's beautiful, is it not? Is it not beautiful? It is beautiful, and you know it. Bryce, appreciate your celebratory messages. These usually get handled at the end of the show, you guys. So just so you know, the celebratory messages are usually at the end of the show if I can. One Hampton, start one, Hampton or Harvey. You got to go Hampton, I think, initially, but Harvey could take that job from him easily in terms of your lineup. A 15-month membership from Bryce. Appreciate you. Roster who? Rashard Smith, Giddens, Shipley, or Justin Hunt, Jarquez Hunter. Give me Burchard. League winner, baby. League winner. League winner. Winning. Thank you for my super chatters. I mean, goodness gracious, you guys are unbelievable. I work for you. I work for you. We had a handful of $20 haulers tonight. Ahmad, appreciate your $20 hauler. Thank you so much, my boy. Penix, Genty, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter. What a squad you drafted. Ahmad, you still there? Ahmad, I appreciate you, my man. Can't thank you enough. Viral with a $50 hauler. Viral, appreciate you. Hopefully my neighbor's explanation also made sense. $100 hauler from AJ. AJ, you monster. Loso with the 20. Deesh with the double 20 back-to-back. Sheesh. Thomas, $20. Was Thomas our air traffic controller, Thomas? Is that the right Thomas? Thomas, appreciate you. Johnny, $20 hauler. Bradley, $20 hauler. Snoopy, $50 hauler. RS, $20 hauler. Sheesh! Another $20 hauler. Carmine, 20. Thomas, another 20. Yeah, this was the 20 from Carmine. All right, so from Thomas. Thomas says, apologies. Again, guys, drop a plane emoji for Thomas, who became an air traffic controller and got married. Hopefully he does not vanish on us. Snoopy, dropping the 50. Appreciate you all. Can't thank you enough. I work for you. Don't forget I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, live whenever big news breaks, and live almost every single midnight Eastern, drafting with you here on the channel. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Space Ricky, Sick Nasty, DeBalt, Blackbeard, Vampy, Kenny Powers if he's out there. Sick Nasty, Space Ricky, Blackbeard. I think I got all of them. Travis. Deuce.